Hello, hello. Welcome. How is it going? Things, well, things are almost working. Things are almost working. There we go. Now things are working, at least somewhat. But hello, how is it going? Welcome. Majestic Potato first. Gun Gotcha. Remington 7400. Very nice. Kind of a FUD gun, but that's okay. MXer, hello. Welcome. Do desk pop to prove that me and Gotcha are not the same? I tell you what, if chat buys me one of those bullet catchers that they use in like manufacturing plants, then we can do desk pops. Until then, no. North American Arms Sheriff. Little baby revolver. What's the thing on the bottom rail of the XCR? Oh, this? This is a bipod mount for the Spartan Valhalla bipod. It's actually I have it on a few guns, but it's for a QD bipod. It is for this thing right here. My mine is the Christensen Arms branded one because it was way cheaper. Uh, but this, you've got a little button right here, and you just slide the peg in there. Bipod. You also have this, you can like tighten it down at different angles with if you would like. But it doesn't quite sit properly on the desk with the bipod on it. But for anyone looking to get an XCRM, Robinson just started a giveaway for it. So, you know, maybe get lucky. I got lucky for my smaller XCR. But there is Robinson is currently doing a Thanksgiving giveaway for one of these. So you put the peg in the hole. Yeah, you put the peg in the hole. I also added a command, exclamation point giveaway, that's a link to my gun giveaway tracking account on X or Twitter. So if you always want to see the newest and latest gun giveaways, that's where they are. You're gonna be Potato's competition. Good. Always gotta have a little competition. But if you do win the giveaway, you can get this in 8.6 blackout. Because previous giveaways, they're just like, here's the gun, this is what you're getting. But this giveaway, hold on, let's see, can I pull it up without doxing myself? Possibly. But this giveaway, you get to choose like the caliber and the barrel length and the color and everything. Which is very, very cool. Yes, I'm not signed here. But look at that. XCRM of your choice. Rifle or pistol. You can choose a barrel length, caliber, and color. That's way better than any of their previous giveaways. Dox myself would be funny. Hard pass. Any color? Any of their basic colors. If you want like anime pink, it's probably going to be pretty difficult to convince them. But uh, I think you get to choose of their standard colors. So black, FDE, green, maybe not gray. Gray is always in flux, so it depends on whether or not they're doing gray in a month. What if you want plum? I don't know. I'm sure if you send them the coding, they will do it for you. I'm not sure of that. Uh, don't take my word on that one. You want yours tactical waifu multicam black? What even does that mean? Is that like multicam black, but it's like ahe camo? Is that what that is? Oh no, the ahe camo plate carriers are sold out. No, it's so sad. There's a company that made a plate carrier in ahe cam black. Except they're sold out. Very sad. Why is my hand cam acting like that? What is going on? Maybe that'll fix it. Carrot, hello, hello. Pretty pews. We do have some pretty pews out here, which I haven't actually introduced yet. Is LandPat in stock? What is a LandPat? This company does not have LandPat. You got an SX4 baby revolver. What? The baby revolver, in my personal opinion, is a better conversation starter than the SX4. SX4 probably more practical. Oh, Ian Pat. Excuse me. I'm illiterate. Comes with being a VTuber. Wasn't Ian Pat? What company was it that made an Ian Pat? I think that was just that one company, but I don't remember which company it was. KS? Oh, you say so. Okay, so guns on the table. We've got XCRM. Already talked about it a little bit. We also have the Automag 2. We got the Magnum guns out. It's 22 Magnum, but it still has Magnum in it, so they're Magnum guns. We do also have up there. We have pieces. That is for tomorrow's stream, where we will be building a Glock. So we have bags full of parts that I need to figure out where they go. Varstareka? That makes sense. Ian Pat, that's it right there. Oh no, I don't want to do that. That one, that's better. Look at that. Look at that. Has anyone done any testing to see if this is actually an effective camo? It seems like it wouldn't be terrible, honestly. How much is out of stock? No. I don't know how much money that is. What is this in US dollars? I don't know what this picture is. Is this what it looks like under night vision? Is that what that is? Have I ever thought of doing gun ASMR? You have an idea what it would look like? But it sounds interesting. There is actually a gun ASMR redeem. It's just a little bit of gun ASMR. So you get to choose a gun on stream to ASMR, and then you get to listen to just that. But I have considered, not seriously, um, doing a gun ASMR stream, like a meme ASMR stream. 239.99 euros is exactly 250 USD. The redeem is missing. What? Why? Oh wait, I know why it's missing. I had to remove some of the redeems yesterday. Uh, Here we go. If you refresh, the redeems should be back. All of them. Yeah, I had to hide some of them for view chatting, because as wonderful as gun ASMR is, uh, probably don't want to serenade random people, random VTubers from the internet with it. But we do now. All the redeems are returned. You have no idea. You don't know anything about guns? You're such a bad stereotypical American? Nah. What is it? What percentage of Americans own guns now? I don't know. I have the internet right here. I can look it up. According to Gallup, Gallup, I don't know how to pronounce it. Polls, 44% of Americans own guns, which is not enough, by the way. Uh, there's more guns than people, but only 44% of people have a gun. Some, oh well, I guess it's because of people like me, the gun autists out there, the gun-tists. That's okay. Whatever Carrot wants. All right, Carrot. Would you like this one or that one? Me choose my favorite. I think this one sounds better. All right, so let us. Oh, my things are in the wrong place. All right. Alright, are you ready? Ignore the fan sounds in the background. This is why I can't do ASMR streams. There you go. Alright, there you go. There was your ASMR. Alright. There we go. Back to normal mic. Let's get the music back going. Don't want to sit here in too much silence. Comfort the AMT for not being as loved as the XCR. It's true. You live for clicking and cracking sounds? So you think your soul just ascended? Good, very good. Oh, maybe I should do a guns ASMR stream. Honestly, I would have to move my whole setup. Because you could probably hear during that. The fan noise in the background is my computer. That is an absolute just monster. On the XCR, what's the nub forward to the magwell? This nub, I assume. This is how you do barrel changes. So let us. Well, we can zoom in. I don't actually have to pick this thing up and hold it up there. So you can see in there. Maybe you can see in there. It's a little hex bolt, hex screw little guy. And that is holding the barrel in. So to do a barrel swap, all you do is just loosen that, pull out the barrel. It comes with the barrel and the gas system. So the barrel and gas system all pulls out the front, and then you just throw a new one on there. So you can basically quick swap between calibers, as long as you don't have to swap out the bolt. So you can swap between 308, 6.5. I think 8.6 uses the same bolts. Don't quote me on that. It says on their website which ones require a bolt swap and which ones don't. But your cramps are flaring again. Go eat some bananas. Get that potassium. Some bananas and green vegetables. Very good for cramps. What is it? Ginger? Ginger is also supposed to be really good for cramps. Also, ginger is a fantastic flavor. And I have to know. Now you got me wondering, and I have to check. Which conversions don't require bolt changes? I have standard type 3 gas block, standard length gas system, Perfect. Let's see. So new caliber. The XCRM you can swap between 308, 243, 260, and 6.5. Without changing anything. That's just with that specific one. I think there's more options if you change the... if you have a different gas port, but... And ginger ale? No, like ginger the... Well, I guess ginger ale has ginger in it. But ginger like the root vegetable. You know what ginger is, right? It's a horrible looking root. Apparently ginger root is also a band. Yeah, it looks like this. See this stuff? It's like a potato if it was awful in appearance. But it's very good. If you pair ginger with garlic, you can season anything beautifully. Ginger and garlic, wonderful together. And ginger is probably one of my favorite spices. I guess it's a spice. Incredible. Very, very tasty. Good in stir fry or any other mildly Asian dish. Or anything else, honestly. Ginger's adds some complexity to the flavor. I've also heard of people like boiling it to make tea. Not sure about that one. Not sure about that one. Garlic powder, minced onions, and salt is all you need for seasoning. I mean, that's better than some people's seasonings. I really like using fresh ingredients. So like, you buy the garlic cloves and either crush them or slice them up. And then onions. You gotta slice them real thin and then like caramelize them. Oh, very good. And then ginger. Ginger's the biggest pain. Cause you gotta like slice it up and you gotta get rid of the like root skin. It's very annoying. But it's worth it. Onions in a slap chop. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen one of those things in ages. I forget that those exist. Yeah, those, like it's got like the like zigzag blade in it, and you just like slap it, and it like rotates the blade, right? Am I thinking of the correct thing? I used to have one of those. I think it broke, or I lost it. Not sure. It's gone. No, when I cook with onions, I like cutting them into like the long strings, and then you caramelize them. So you've got like these long little stringy caramelized onions. That's how to do it. That is a proper way to eat onions. Jammy slap chop. You're gonna love my nuts. That is the first video when I typed in jammy slap chop was "You're going to love my nuts." Video title. All right, let's watch "You're Going to Love My Nuts" here. You don't care for caramelized onions? You're incorrect. That's wrong. Caramelized onions are the superior onions. They are, in fact, the only acceptable onions. Don't get me into that raw onion stuff. Gross. Alright. You're gonna love my nuts.
What you can do, you can mix things together. You add the
Low
ham.
quality.
You don't have time to make breakfast. You're gonna have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts. Watch this. You can do everything in what you can do, you can mix things together. You add the ham. You don't have time to make breakfast. You're gonna have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts. What? Your previous comment was aping on the Joe Rogan trope? Joe Rogan trope? Shalom, I've come. Shalom, I've come. That is a great soundbite. Do we need this soundbite?
Love my nuts. Watch this. You're gonna love my nuts. You're gonna love my nuts. Go. You're gonna love my nuts. Go. You're gonna love my nuts. Watch.
Why? What? I mean, clearly he's about to cut up some cashews or something. Do it. Phrasing. Oh my, come on. Crazy. See, so, has anyone found any really good Black Friday deals? I guess some people have because they've posted them. There is, I think, the HK USP Elite in 45. And it's like, what, $350 off? That's actually pretty good. I don't know if the list price that they have for this is what they normally go for. But if anyone wants one of these, very good. The things I've been looking at are this one in stock. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. If there's still one in stock tomorrow, there's a heavy possibility. Heavy possibility. Otherwise, see if no. Oh no, my otherwise is gone. Oh no, it's still there. They just relisted it on a new page. I got scared. I thought that it had been taken down. Oh. They raised the price by $100. I missed it. I missed the good sale. Dang it. 1100 is not bad, but still, it was $9.99. Do they have any other PTRs on good sale? Not really, honestly. Huh. Archon's neat. I kind of want an Archon, but I want to shoot one before I buy one. And the only one of these they've got on sale, or any sale worth anything, is that one. It was still 99 when you refreshed earlier today. Yeah. Sad day. I mean, if I got this one, I would still have to get like the retro forend, the stock, and an extra $100 to put towards that would have been really nice. But I am in need of roller delays. I don't know why. I don't know why the itch is so bad for roller delay. I do know why. It's like I don't have a single roller delay. I don't have a single roller delay gun. Can you believe it? Not a single one. Absolute, just ridiculousness. It's a problem that I need to fix. I do need a roller delay. Unless this FAL. Well, I mean, I would still need a roller delay, but... Ugh, one in stock. Don't do this to me. I don't even know who Axolotl Arms is. Where are they? Where is Axolotl Arms based? Kentucky. They have scummy PSAs sometimes, raising their sale prices. Yeah. I mean, I know why they do it. The reason that they do that is, and they do it so often, is so that people get the fear of missing out, the FOMO. So that anytime someone sees a sale, they're like, "Ooh, but the price might rise anytime," and so the FOMO gets them. I think that's why they do it. But it also could be something where they're like, it's going to be a limited promotion. Like we'll sell X amount of them at this lower price, and then we'll raise it a little bit. I don't know. Could be something like that as well. Depends on how much faith you have in the intent of PSA. Guns and Knives. Hello, welcome. How is it going? So Guns and Knives. I'm gonna need you. I need you specifically to buy this FAL. There's only one left in stock, and I need you to buy it so I don't. So if you could just go ahead and buy this, then I don't have to, and we'll all be okay. Otherwise, I might have to buy it, and that might be a problem. Meanwhile, they list prices as today only in emails and keep it at that price for a week. Yeah. Only 2K. It's a small pittance. Yeah, so you should buy it. It's ready for you. And buy it before I miss it. Like the PTR pistol. The PTR pistols aren't going anywhere. Like they're still gonna be around. You can get PTR pistols all the time. And they'll be on sale again at some point. That's just how it is. And I mean, really, I want the PTR 51P anyways. Ooh, the PTR 51P is on sale on Atlantic, actually. How much is it on sale for? Oh, 14? That's definitely not as good. I think is the only difference is the handguard. Yeah, so an extra, what, like $300 just for the retro handguard? That's probably a great deal. It's not. This is not a great deal. Don't listen to me. The price went up. It did. So that's what they call the PTR 501? PTR. I forgot what they call it. Whatever it is. 105. Or the PTR. What's the difference between the PTR 91 and the PTR 105? I think they're the same. Oh, they've got a different handguard. I thought those were just the same thing, just branded differently. Could argue the same about H-Bar FAL, since Bud has them too. Just for $175 more. This is true. Billy Butterwater. You remember playing Plants vs. Zombies and thinking the Sunflower was such a baddie? Okay. I guess there's a reason that Rule 34 exists. Yeah, go for it, you know? I guess my waifu is a gun, so I don't see any reason your waifu can't be a plant. It doesn't mean I'm not going to judge you for it, but you go for it. Do not the flowers. Yeah. I wonder what I can sell to get both the FAL and the PTR. I still have 2 kidneys, so only really need one of those. There's no waifu without the waifu. It's true. It's true. I've got I do have 2 XCRs, but they're not the same XCR. One of them's the XCR-M and the other's the XCR-L. They're different. I can't get rid of an XCR. I'm just gonna start selling random stuff around my house. Couch? Ah, I don't need that. Who needs a couch? I'm just gonna sell all my stuff, buy guns. I've got the CT9, but it's a Taurus, so worthless. What? Wrong. It has worth. How much are there in a gun broker right now? I can tell you exactly how much they're worth. There's one on Gunbroker right now for $900. See, I'm not going to. Because the Taurus CT9 is much more rare than the PTR. I could theoretically sell the Taurus CT9 to buy the PTR. I'm not going to, but I could. Sell the pistol? I'm not gonna sell my auto mag. Even though it's like the least desirable of the auto mags, doesn't mean I don't like it. This is the start of my auto mag collection. Now I just need to get the Automag 180, the Automag 3, 4, 5. And then we're all good. only like $20,000 later. Then I can have the whole Automag series. Actually, probably more than that. Because Automag 180 by itself is like $9,000. So maybe not that. Anytime soon, at least. But anyone looking to get one of these nice Taurus CT9s, look at that. This one's for you. Looks like it even comes with extra stuff. Comes with the manual. You've got lock, sling, whatever that is. At least one magazine right there. See, look at that. You too can have your very own Taurus USC clone. Except made out of stamped metal, not polymer. What brand is the scope? This is an Athlon. I bought it because it was on sale, and it's pretty nice, honestly. Decent scope. But it's a 1 to 10 LPVO. Does Gunbroker show how many times this one has been relisted? I have not seen this one on here before. Last time I looked for a Taurus CT9 on Gunbroker, there weren't any. So I don't know. If there's a way to check that, I don't know what it is. But last time I looked, this one was not here. So either it was relisted after like some downtime for some reason, or this is the first time it's been listed. I still need to find someone in South Africa or the Philippines to send me parts for mine, though. I need the Taurus SMT stock. Why not Brazil? I mean, maybe Brazil, but Brazil doesn't sell them to their own civilians. They do, however, sell to civilians in the Philippines and South Africa. So we can go look for the Philippine version here. See, so we've got, this is the Philippine version of the Taurus CT9, and you can see, kind of, it has the Taurus SMT stock. And there you go. It is, civilian ready. Brazil is corrupt. That is true. I am not trying to do crime to get a stock, though. I'm not trying to be bribing people for it. But I would like to SMT my Taurus CT9. And then the South African one also Also, the webpage loads. South African one also has the SMT stock on it. So it's two places. I don't know how many US dollars that is. How many US dollars is 21,800 Rand and 55 cents? It's 1,000 Rand off. Look, it's on sale. And it's on sale, guys. You can get this for 1,000 Rand off. Good deal. A good deal right there. About Tree Fitty. This one also comes with the better version of the iron sights, which is a good thing. It's a really easy hurdle getting better iron sights than the original one, because these still aren't very good. Also, I called Taurus to see if... Oh goodness. Let's get a not awful picture, please. I called Taurus because the rear sight on mine broke. I called them to see if there was any way I could get a replacement, and they said no. Apparently, the sights don't have a lifetime warranty. Only the gun does. Sad day. But Taurus's lifetime warranty does not include their iron sights. Sad day for me. I also asked them if I could directly buy if I could buy directly the other parts I wanted, and they said no. So now I have to find some exporter who can export gun parts. The sights are part of the gun. Apparently not. Apparently that would be mistaken, since they are detachable Picatinny rail sights. I think like their pistol iron sights and whatnot would be covered, because they are actually part of the gun. But the Picatinny sights are not. Sad day. But they did offer to charge me $50 to send it in to see if they could do anything anyways. To which I politely declined. So the Taurus CT9 SMT maybe will be complete someday. Maybe, possibly. I did email Taurus Brazil directly, and they haven't responded to me yet. So, at least not last time I checked. I haven't checked for a little bit. I haven't checked for a couple days. Maybe they've responded to me. Nope, they didn't respond to me. That day, I'm being ghosted. I'm being ghosted by Taurus. And they don't want to sell me their stuff. It's not like I'm asking for strange stuff, like that they're not importing or anything. You love Taurus's release of Shin Megami Tensei? What What? Oh, SMT. I see, I see. I understand. No, we'll see whether HK USA releases the US manufactured version of the USC, or if I can get this stock for the Taurus SMT first. It's still up in the air as to which one is going to happen first. I don't know yet. It's a good question. Oh, I realized I never introduced the third gun on the table. Right here. This is my first Glock. It's really awful. Was it the SCT Gen 3 frame with this little itty bitty mag release that is honestly hard to press far enough to get the magazine out with a grip on the gun because it sits right on the soft part of my thumb. But the gun building stream tomorrow, this is what we will be building. I have a stripped slide, stripped upper. So that's what all these parts are up here. I do also have an extended magazine release and slide lock to throw on here. We'll figure that out tomorrow. But that's the other legally a firearm that's sitting here. SCT and SMT are very, very similar. One letter difference. I don't... Why do I notice this? Don't know. Good question. What is this? VTuber's first time shooting guns? Hold on. Huh? Huh? Any RDR2 tonight? Probably not tonight, because today is just chatting stream. But since we did miss RDR stream on Thursday, maybe tomorrow, possibly tomorrow after gun building, then we can do some RDR2 if gun building goes faster than I expect it to. So, possibly tomorrow. It's Japanese. We're reading subtitles. Japanese VTuber shoots gun. We have to watch it. Oh, the target's here. I know this top target. Make it bigger. That's better than some things I've seen at the range, I'll be honest. That is a lot better. Bottom one's actually pretty decent, a little bit to the right, with quite a few flyers around the place. They're shooting some small caliber. 22.
まあこれでね我々がね何をしたかわかると思うんですけど、まあちょっとね。
Spoiler: semi and full auto. Oh, it does say Vegas in the background actually. So possibly.
打ってきたということで。
はい。
はい。
ちょっと。
Oh no. Oh no. That one's bad.
で打ってきた。
ちょっとね、やりましたね、これね。
ちょっと打っちゃった。
でもさ、マジで音でかかったよね。
いや、花火でしたね。
Like fireworks?
花火なんて、
yeah,
なんか
they
も
are
う
both
花火っていうか
explosions.
目の前で火薬が爆発する感覚があった。スバルはドゥルルルルルルルドゥーン、これです。
おー。
まあまばらにね無難という。じゃあ
Okay,
ミコチとミオシャなんですけど。
うちのはどっちかな。
Not like wonderful. Whoever this was did the best. Like by far.
これです。そして一番当たらなかったのがミコチでした。はい。
Oh my god, that's awful. There's only one shot inside the red. And if they all fired the same amount of shots, were they shooting at someone else's target?
まあこれね。
まさか
It's
の
awful.
ね。
いやまさかっていうかこれはね多分ねメンタルも影響してる。じゃあこれを打ちに行った時に何があったかという話を。
ああ、それはちょっと必要かも。
そうこれは
やっぱ説
ねメン
明は。
タルも影響されてると思う。
影響あ
Oh,
った。
there's too many subtitles read at the same
なん
time.
かさ銃撃ちたくねってみこちが言い始めて。
なんか海外ならではだ
I'm
ね。みたいな
glad that
そう。
VTubers were based enough to do shooting.
予約しとくかって言って
Very
予
cool.
約しといたんだ
Even
よ
if
ね。
そう。
they weren't very
で、まあ、い
good.
ざ向かい
All
ま
of
した
them.
と。
はい。
で向かったらねなんかめっちゃなん
That
かさ
pout with the target
いか
above
つい
her,
と
its
ころに行
feet.
ったんだよね。
すごいかった。もうなんか軍事施設かな。
こういう
すごいかった。
なんか最初車でさ向かった時にさ、
うん。
すげえなんか戦車とかめっちゃ並んでるんだけどあれ軍事施設かなとか言って
で
バトルフィールドねバトルフィールド。
A battlefield Vegas.
名前が
Okay.
バトルフィールドとかいうめちゃめちゃいか
いかつい名前の。でもめっちゃ評価が高くて。
そう
うん。
そう。
実際ねすごい
I've never actually been to
スタッフさんもね
Battlefield
いい方
Vegas.
でね。
It seems
優し
cool.
かっためっちゃ。
Seems
そ
expensive.
うそれでじゃあ行きましたと。でなんかねスタッフさんからこれのじゃあなんかライトが緑色になったらね部屋に進んでくださいみたいなことであ分かりましたとかで受付済ませて。
いやなんかその受付の時に誰か一人パスポートを渡してって言われて、
うん。
あはいはいはいはいっつって、ミコショルダーバッグその胸に、つけるタイプの斜め掛けのね、海外用のショルダーバッグがあって、それ
I wonder what kind of guns they were shooting. Maybe ARs?
パスポートケースがちゃんとあったの、ミコパスポートケース。で、パスポートケースパッて開いたの。そしたら、ない。
いやいや、みこち探してみ、絶対あるからパスポートって言ってね、探したんだよね。
Lost their passport in a gun range.
本当にどこにもないんですけど。
なった
からの同時刻
ちょっと待って、うちもパスポートあるかな。ちょっとあれ、うちポッケに入れてた財布どこ行った？
Why?
ちょっと待って、二人とも落ち着いて。
They got robbed. They got
一旦
pickpocketed.
探してみよう。絶対あるからパスポート探してって言って探したんだけどなかったんだよね。でそしたらね、
Why?
ランプが緑になって、いやで
Were
も
they
さ
just like on vacation? Or were they going to some like convention or something? Question's probably not going to get answered here.
一旦行こうって言って、で一旦
スバルだけ通常で、
そう
二人はもうやばい、財布なくしたやつとパスポートなくしたやつだから。
マジガチ合わせにしてたけど、うちらのこと鼓舞しようと思ってさ、めっちゃさ、とりあえず行こう。
And shooting guns is way more important than having identification. Who needs that?
あるかもしれないじゃんとか言って
そう
で
そう
行ったんだよ、行こうって言って行ってでもうさ音がすごかったの、はい耳栓とかして入ったんだけどで
Well, they
スマイルも
they were
結
just
構
using
ビビってたの。
earplugs? That's why it was so
でも後ろ
loud.
見たらもうパスポートも財布も失った
You
二
gotta
人
have
が
real hearing protection.
わーみたいなこんなん怖えけ けど俺が行くしかねえと思ってやりますって言ってで撃ったんだよね。
そうで
スバルが
ス
1回目でね。
最初になってね。
そう最初になって
でそうね
一番
でもスバルすごかったのが
I
さ
need to learn Japanese
怖い
faster
はずなの
so I
に
can so I can take
なんかすげえパッションで
people
なんか
shooting
説明受けてオッケーオッケーオッケー
take
みたいな
Japanese people shooting
でなんかめちゃ
the
くちゃ笑
four
顔でさ
Japanese people who
打ってて
visit
さ
そう
Texas.
途中でさ「おもれー!」とか言いながらさやってて
めっちゃ生き生きしてんの
いやだって
すげえみたいな
我々はさパスポートと財布なくしたのもそうだけど銃撃つの怖すぎて、
そう
めっちゃ
なんか
やばかったもんだって
そうなんかほんと病院にかかる前の犬猫みたいな感じになっちゃっててさ
でもさ
だってマジ音がこんなでっかい爆発を聞いたことねえぐらいのさ音が鳴り響いてんのガチで
みこちとかさ不安になりすぎて途中でうちにギューとかして抱きしめて初めてうちのこと
お前が始めた物語だからなみこち
Friggin' VTubers, they're so dramatic.
パスポートもなくしてでさ撃ったんだけど最後なんかフルートでね撃たせてくれんだよね。
うんそうそうそう
ねプルーってやってであす
So
ごい
they did actually shoot full
ありがとう
auto.
ございましたじゃあ次
They are
ミオシャ
girls.
行きなとか言ってでミオシャも
It's true.
まあ撃ったんだよねフルオートで。
うん
で
そうそう
ミオシャはね
撃ちましたね
なんかすごいセンスあるみたいなね。
いやなんか
Okay, so the-
めっちゃ真ん中に当て
So these two are, I guess they. So apparently they did shoot full auto. So I guess that's what these are. Honestly, that makes this one more impressive. If this is full auto, first time shooting guns full auto to do that well. Honestly impressive. I gotta give it to him. This is okay.
当たってたみたいで
そう
うちはねめっちゃ「You はめっちゃうまい」みたいな感じの英語を言われてなんか「イエーイ!」みたいな
そう
グーでね
なっ
グー
て
でコツンみたいなやつやらされて
最後じゃあ
うん
ミコチ撃ちますってなってミコチも撃ってるんだけど
My
な
new
んか
Oshi.
ミコチまっすぐ目の前の的撃ってくださいってめちゃめちゃ説明されるんだ
I
け
don't
ど
have any
なんか
full
サーブ
autos
から見てて
though.
も銃口がちょっとね左
How
向い
can I
てる
impress my Oshi without any full autos?
あいつ
Oh
って
my
見てたんだ
goodness.
けど
This is
なんかまあ
ridiculous.
撃ってでなんかミコチだけ異様に早く終わったんだよね。
あなん
ね
か、
みんなそれま
早かっ
で最後になんかもう打ち上げ花火レベルのマシンガン
パパパパみたいなねフロートのね。
でうわすぐ勝ったーってなってたのになんかミコはなんか途中でその横の的じゃなくて真ん中の的ねみたいなことをすごい海外のね、
うん
教えてくれる人に
Wait,
言われて
wait,
た
I
の
was joking when I said they were shooting at the wrong
あそう
target.
センター
Hold
センター
on.
みたいな感じで
うん
あ
Hold on.
オッケーオッケーみたいな
I was joking.
当ててるつもりも全然なかった全然自分の目の前の的に当てようと頑張ってたけど
うん
なんかそういうこと言われて何言ってんだろうと思って
うん
で頑張って打ってたらなんか最後12発ぐらい最後に打たせてもらって終わったのだからなんかミコセミオートのやつ
Oh,
ド
no.
ロってやつなくて、
それなんかね取り上げられて
Wait. She didn't even get to shoot full auto, and that's what her target looked like? Oh no. No. Oh my goodness. That's so sad. It's okay, I can fix her. I can I can fix her.
ミコチだけ
なんかビギナーオーケーオーケーみ
Semi-auto
たいな感じになって
そ
That could have been a issue with translation. I can go back and try to listen to it, but I'm
うみ
may
たい
not
な
be
ねな
able
ん
to
かミ
tell.
コチ
I'll
だ
be
け
honest.
そのスバルたちが撃たされてたプルルみたいなやつ取り上げられてて
プル
でお疲れみたいな感じで帰ってきて
そう
終わっちゃった終わっちゃった
それでじゃあ体験終わりましたまあ楽しかったねお疲れ様でしたじゃあホテルに帰ってパスポートを探そうかって言ってねじゃあウーバータクシー呼んで外でちょっと待ってよ、
they literally didn't even let her shoot full auto because she was so bad. I thought the title was just a clickbait. I didn't think that's actually what was. I didn't think it was real. Well, I guess I need a full auto so I can impress my new Oshi Mio. Apparently. How much are full autos going for now? Is it still like $30,000? Impress Mio, fix Miko. Yeah, Subaru's fine. She figured it out on her own. They just need better instruction, really. That's probably what it is. They need better instruction. I can fix her. I can fix her. But at least Hololive VTubers are based enough to actually go shooting in America. Very cool. My dream, my lifelong dream of becoming a dedicated VTuber firearms instructor it's a possibility. They get max for 20k. Those Suomis sub 10k. I don't think anything is sub 10k anymore. Let's see. Oh, don't autofill that for me. What are the cheapest? Sort by price ascending. Yeah, so the risings are still the cheapest. Yeah, there's no reason that I can't share this. So risings, the Model 50s, by far the cheapest. Oh, the cheapest. I don't know about by far. You can get one of these for a little over 10k. Then you move up to Spitfire for 12, Sten for 12. Then you can get up to the max for about 14. The price on those has gone up quite a bit. But I think a lot of that is because there has been a lot of aftermarket support come out for them. So that makes them more desirable. So cheapest Mac 1350, and they go up from there. You get Model 76s, Stempel 76. Why is this one 15,000? Yeah, so here's like one of the. No, I don't want to quick view it. Let me look at it. Let me see the picture bigger. Oh, it doesn't get bigger. Yes, this is one of the Mac 11 conversions. I'm not a huge fan of this one, or most of them, I'll be honest. Some of them are okay. But, Picatinny rail, clamshell handguard for some reason. But man, there is a lot of Macs of various kinds. They do still seem to be the most common. But prices on them have gone up quite a bit. We got Uzis around 20,000. When do we get into the rifle calibers? Oh, American 180, only 25,000. Those are very fun. I assume I've not shot one. They look very fun. There we go. Here's our first actual rifle caliber. The BM59 for 30,000 plus $200 shipping. So, actual transferable rifle caliber at 30,000. Pistol calibers a little over 10,000. The BRP stemples get expensive. You could have sworn you remember looking at this site a few years ago. They were sub 10K. That's very possible. NFA in general has gotten HK33 for 40K. Too bad it's 40K. NFA stuff in general has gotten a lot more attention in the last few years. So probably like 5 years ago, definitely 5 years ago, there were things sub 10,000. But AUG H-bar, full auto transferable, $50,000. M60, full transferable. Did anyone have $130,000 that I can just kind of have? The suppressor on the AUG. There's a suppressor on the AUG? Oh, this one. Wow. The suppressor's almost as long as the whole gun. What is that? Registered with suppressor. Mark 25. Huge. All comes with suppressor cover. So this 9mm AUG, I guess that would make it a 2 tax stamp gun. Suppressor and the gun. Very, very cool. Unless this is like pinned and welded or something, then I guess it might only be 1 tax stamp. What do we got? Oh, Steyr MPIs. MPI 69. That one just has. They're charging more for that because it has the number 69 in it. BPS 43. Browning high power. Transferable full auto. 130K, yes, but you're not wealthy enough to be throwing it around. I can't believe you're not gonna just give $130,000 to a random guy who's an anime guy on the internet. Like, I definitely would just give $130,000 to a random anime guy on the internet. Like, I don't see the issue here. I'm being honest. What's the problem? If I had $130,000 to just throw around randomly, I probably still wouldn't buy that. I'm gonna be honest. Do you realize how many not that I could buy? Ads. Not the ads. Yeah, for $130,000, you could buy like 50 Robinsons and still have money left over. And you would probably get a bulk discount. Back from ads. Welcome back. Welcome back. For $130,000, you could build one of those gun rooms, like the Collector. That is the name, right? Yes. You could build one of this guy's gun rooms. Cabot unboxing? Hold on. Cabot unboxing. We have to watch that. We have to watch that. Cabot unboxing video.
Have in my possession probably currently the most expensive gun I own. This is freaking pretty. The price was, drum roll please.
A lot.
We got stuff to do. Let's go to the range. Bro! You guys ever wonder what it's like to go to Matt's house? This is what it's like. Things like this are just like lying around. Watch this. Oh my god!
It's a sword.
Hey guys, I have in my possession probably currently the most
How do I collab with
expensive
this guy?
gun I own. And what do you know? It's Cabot.
Cabot
This one,
unboxing
I've
video.
been waiting a while. As you guys know, for people who are new to the channel, I usually get one every month. Now what Cabot has done, they're doing
This guy buys a Cabot every month.
one every 2 months. So that means less guns, but more money. But this one is gonna be pretty badass. I've seen pictures of it, kind of in love with it.
How do I get
And-
Cabot every month kind of money
This thing,
and then not spend it on Cabot?
this I know is gonna be cool because I've seen leaked pictures of this thing. And let me take off the sleeve.
Who is leaking Cabot pictures?
And I'm sure it's in
There's a
another
market for
sleeve on
leaked
top of
Cabot
that.
pictures?
Yes, the Damascus Royale. Get a hold of that sometime.
Is it wrapped in velvet? Of course it is. Of course it is. You need to buy 50 Turkish shotguns before getting a chance to collab with him. I need some red anodized ARs too.
Let's look at the mag first. Oh, what do you know? There's a hole in the middle of it. Wonder why that is. It says Cabot on the side.
Big viewing hole mags are
And
kind of
here
cool.
we go.
Okay.
Look
Big
at that.
viewing hole grips. Not quite sure how I feel about that one.
Pretty little gun. Full clear grips, so you can put the mag in and see the rounds. I mean, it's full Damascus, people. Gold trigger, gold barrel. I mean, this is
but
freaking pretty.
why?
The thing.
I mean, like it's got the Damascus pattern on it, right?
Deploying reinforcements.
Tyrone_Ngani just
Tyrone,
followed.
thank you for the follow. Welcome. How is it going? Even Cabot's mags are gaudy, of course. This is just a sweetheart grip with nothing under it. Like you wanna see something? I have that grip right here, except I put an anime girl under it. Instead of just leaving it clear all the way through. This guy bought whatever tens of thousands of dollars. This just has a sweetheart grip on it with nothing under it. Oh my goodness. Those grips are made from the bottled and crystallized tears of 1,000 pores. They better be. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. The serial number 7, I don't know how to describe it. But when you put the mag in, look what happens.
Oh my goodness. You put the mag in and you can still see through the clear grip. My mind is blown. Yeah.
It's clear. So when I put the rounds in, you'll be able to see it. I think I'm going to put gold rounds in. I think that's very cool.
Put gold rounds in it? What do you mean put gold rounds in it? Ain't got nothing on your Nerf blaster with a switch. It's true. It's true. I would rather have a Nerf blaster with a switch than this nonsense. You'd rather have an ASP? You hate this. I don't hate him. I do question some of his gun choices, though. I mean, how can I hate someone who makes enough money to buy one of these every month? You hate his taste? Fair enough.
But this thing is sick. The price was, drum roll please, $40,000.
$40,000? I thought 25,000 was an overestimate. Oh my. That's insanity. Why?
Which is a buttload of money.
It's not
for a
even
gun.
true Damascus steel. Probably
And
not.
It blows my mind that I have a $40,000 gun in my collection. This would be.
It blows my mind that anybody has this in their collection. For $40,000? You can buy these grips for like $15 on Amazon. This better be like polished quartz that you had to like start a small war in Africa among African warlords to get. Like, what on earth? The recipe for Damascus steel was lost centuries ago? I mean, it's not true Damascus steel if it wasn't forged in Damascus. Like, come on.
Going into a new room that I'll be showing to you guys later. And it's probably going to be the centerpiece of it, to be honest with you. But this thing is absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, I can understand why someone might be attracted to this. I'll be honest. Like, I can understand why someone would want this. For maybe like $6,000 at the high end. Because, like, if you're paying more than like Nighthawk money for this, why? Why?
Now, one of the first questions you may ask is, will I shoot it? Yes, I will. That may even happen today. We'll see.
At least he's going to shoot it.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how else to describe it, guys. I mean, look at it. It's gorgeous.
This guy, his collection, he has some things I can get behind. Some things that are really cool, some things I really want. $40,000 for a very standard looking 1911 with patterned metal. I don't understand. Like, it's not even like they did like some special shaping anywhere. This is just a standard 1911 It even has a polymer base plate magazine. Like, man, the Cabot marketing team. Goodness sakes. The Meteorite and Woolly Mammoth Tusk are the only Cabots worth a premium, but still not money Cabot prices them at. Yeah, so like the Cabots that are actually made out of something that does give it rarity. The Meteorite, the Woolly Mammoth ones, they've done some other ones. Like they have actually done 1911s with like jewels inlaid in them and stuff like that. Stuff like that. Okay. Like charge a premium for it. Like sell it to some super rich collector like this guy. Like okay. Like it's not my style. But alright, whatever. But this is a steel framed gun that is made out of steel with a grip that you can buy for $20 off Amazon. Like, oh, I don't understand. I honestly do not understand. Can't wait for Cabot to melt down the Liberty Bell to make into an overpriced 1911. You know they would if they could.
So let me go put this with the other Cabots.
I'm pretty sure that gold trigger with the 3 stars in it is the same gold trigger with 3 stars in it.
Now I'll give you a little bit of background.
That is also in their other 1911s.
Some of these. This is a one-off right here with the Meteorite grips, Chamberlain 40.
Okay, so this one, not the Meteorite 1911, but they did do just some Meteorite grips on 1911s. A little bit of a premium. It's also the long slide, which is cool. Of all the expensive 1911s to get, you get this one. That's what I'm saying. You're still salty about the D-Day Cabots? Yeah, those ones were pretty bad.
45. It's just, you know, one off as a prototype. But you come down to like these two, which Alex shot, those are double dragons. Those were the current leading
Why?
price of around $24,000. So $12,000 per gun.
Okay, $12,000 per gun. Not my style, right? Not my style. But at $12,000 a gun, for like a bougie 1911, I can look the other way, right? Like, it's a lot of money. I still think it's overpriced for what you're getting. But like, if people pay lots of money just for brand names, right? Like $12,000 for 1911. Whatever. Who cares? It's a decent looking 1911. It's not my style, but it's reasonable looking for a standard 1911. Look like Nike swooshes? They kind of do. Like, whatever. If you want to spend $12,000 on a 1911, go for it. I would rather have a Rising Model 50, but who cares? $40,000?
So that's the current leader as far as before this one came along.
And I think the $12,000 ones look better than this one. Obviously, that's just personal preference. Oh my goodness.
But some of these, like, that was my first one, my first Cabot is down there as a 10 mil with a Damascus comp on it, which is pretty.
A Damascus compensator. Damascus is just like a buzzword. But why? The blue gold 1911 should have Vault-Tec on it.
But the
It should.
others, like these top two with these.
Yeah,
this
that one right there.
I love those because they're more, I guess, SOCOM-ish, maybe tactical-ish. But it's
Did he say SOCOM? Oh, this. There's no way this guy isn't just the most susceptible to marketing buzzwords ever.
pretty sick. Now, on the other side are some more. Pretty sick. I mean, Chad's got a few favorites in here. There's one, a silver one.
Both of these cabinets are completely full of Cabot 1911s.
Piano black grips. Anything that's got piano.
This is just a 1911. Like this is just a blued 1911. You can literally go to Cabela's and buy a gun that looks near exactly like this for like $800. The only difference is it's gonna have like a Kimber or a Ruger logo on it somewhere. Like, oh, the most boomer to ever have boomered. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. Cabots are for guys who have more money than they know what to do with. That's true.
Black and that kind of stuff. Chad told.
I really don't understand. Maybe if I got one in my hand, maybe if you hold it, it just like the metal reacts with your skin and it just dumps serotonin into your body. But I don't understand. Ruger would be an improvement. That's true. At least you know Ruger's warranty is good.
Another one that just came in. It's serial number 1. I waited till last January to get that. It's pretty sick. It's 9mm double stack 9.
But why? Would you rather have a Springfield Prodigy or this? Now keep in mind, this one costs at least 10 times as much. At least 10 times as much. Neither? I would rather have the Springfield. Like, I don't... I think the Springfield looks better than this. Like, look at all the, like, the weird lines, and like some of the lines and angles are curved and some of them are straight. Like, this looks like a gun that was Frankenstein together from parts. All the lines on the Prodigy are at least going the same direction. Like, oh my goodness. Why? I will never cease to be flabbergasted that people buy these. Not to defend Cabot, but you like the lines better? But the lines are not no. I mean, I guess personal preference, but at least 10 times as much.
Ported. So pretty sick gun, but the bad thing is I'm running out of room. And because of that, we're building on a new room. And I want to give you guys.
Is he building a Cabot room? He better be building a Cabot room. You already own two 1911s and 45. You'd like to add a 2011 to the collection? I need a 2011. Sometime. Honestly, it's probably going to be like a Rock Island or a military armament. Maybe a TSAS if I'm feeling fancy.
You guys a sneak peek on it. So let's take this in there and see how it'll look in there.
What was that? What was on his floor?
I'm running out of room. And because of that, we're building on a new room. And I want to give you guys a sneak peek on it. So let's take this in there and see how it'll look in there.
I just want to see what was on his floor. What is that? Is TSAS the better Turkish 1911 maker? They're just another one. I don't know if they're better. They're just another one. Is that the SRM shotgun? The multi-mag tube one? I think it might be. If it is, those are pretty neat. It looks like one of the rotating mag tube ones. It's got the carry handle, so it's the Turkish version. Does the Turkish version have a carry handle? It's a couple Turkish versions, but that's what it looks like.
So here it is. This is going to be the new fine gun and wine room.
A gun and wine room. What's that? What's the one gun on the wall of your gun and wine room? I don't know, not my style, a gun and wine room, but I can appreciate a fine guns and wine room. It definitely just like screams, I have more money than I know what to do with. But that's okay. You don't think that's rotating mag? You'll see if you can find the Turkish shotgun. Okay.
Alcohol and guns, you can't beat it really, right? So I had Galatex sent me on a whole bunch
Alcohol
of
and guns, yes, you can beat alcohol and guns. It's called either only alcohol or only guns. No.
mounts for the guns that we're gonna put in, which I think looks stunning in here. I can't wait to get these guns mounted. But they even have, for you guys who did not know, Cabot has their own wine. It's pretty good actually. But
Cabot makes wine.
Once this room's done, I'll definitely
Of course,
do
Cabot
another
makes
video on it
wine.
once we get the guns up. It'll look a lot prettier after I put those guns in. And then the good thing is I'll have more room to buy more guns, which I dig that a lot. And we'll come back when this room's all done, but right now we gotta get ready for other videos that we need to do, and one of them is mail calls, so we gotta go do that.
Mail call?
What you doing? I'm putting ammo in the new Cabot.
Some gold.
And gold.
What is he
We're
putting in
gonna
there?
see how it looks with the gun, if I can get them out.
What do you mean gold ammo? That just looks like standard brass case.
In the gun. So with the clear grips, I'm kind of curious, to be honest with you.
Look how what kind of psychopath loads a magazine like that?
The clear grips. I'm kind of curious, to be honest with you.
For that watch, looks pretty
He
good.
pushes them in
Done too.
straight,
Yeah.
like perpendicular,
got it
and
for me.
rotates them
It's pretty sick.
once they're in.
Okay. They're
What? Wait, I don't understand. That broke my brain. He has a John Wick pinball machine. He does.
Live rounds, everybody, so don't freak out. So I'm just putting this in.
All right, let's see how we look.
Oh yeah, much better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
With the
You
gold
got
mag
fingerprints on it.
and the
You
gold
got
barrel.
fingerprints on those rounds.
Now we gotta take some more pictures and a gold.
Gosh, I do need to take more photos, which sucks.
I know. Not for me, for you.
I just took these like super dope photos.
I am
but it was just
bewildered.
empty. Look at this.
Why would you leave this on there? This would be a kind of cool picture if you didn't leave this tag on there. It's not even like lined up properly. So, oh my goodness.
So sick. So sick.
But the mag, that would look way better.
Now we gotta do it all over again. Oh darn.
Removing the tag lowers
All
the
right, well, we
value.
need to work.
Well, it's just a sticker that like folds over and sticks to itself. Just like take it off and then stick it back on.
People problems.
We need to work first. Are we doing the mail call in here again like normal?
Yeah, we'll do it in there.
What is mail call?
Because this is part of mail call.
Okay. All right, so we need to start getting some stuff set up here.
It's clear, so people don't freak out on me.
We need to get a light.
Is he opening fan mail? What is this?
Have you ever heard of Bluey? It's like a children's cartoon. It's really fun. My kids love it. But like, there's like other little kids when they go to the playground, and then they like stand like right.
Can you write him hate mail and he'll read it in a video? Maybe.
What? You're invading my space.
Never thought about
That is a kind of cool steampunk chair. I gotta at least give him. It's a cool steampunk chair he's got there.
that way before.
Like the riveted like sheet metal, whatever's going on there. What? This guy's just sitting in his chair, chilling, while this guy is setting everything up around him. Where can I? How much money do I have to have before I can just sit here in my chair and have someone set up stream for me? Oh my goodness, it's crazy.
All right, just wrapped up mail call, and while I clean up,
Wrapped up. I wanted to
this is
see
what
mail
Matt
call.
does
What's mail
while I
call?
work.
I don't do this, maybe all the time, but when you need muscle, you always call me. So don't give me that crap. So, and I think that was my third ball.
I mean, that wasn't a great score.
69, 169.
I don't know. This game's really pissing me off. Oh, this is the last ball.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
No. We got stuff to do. Let's go to the range.
I want to know what mail call is.
Oh,
I'm doing good.
You're like a child.
This game's addictive, dude. I mean, it's John Wick. You blame me?
It is pretty.
You're just addicted to it just as much as I am, so you can't say
What's
shit.
mail call?
You're right,
I want to know
you're
what
right.
mail
It is
call
what it
is.
Oh, 2 balls. Third ball gets crazy.
A few moments later.
All right, you ready to go to the range now?
Yes, and by the way, I still have the current second place score.
Second place score.
Little better view of that here. What? What is that? Got a thumb hole stock? Carry handle directly mounted onto the barrel, it looks like. I can't tell if this is a pump handle. It it does not look like the multi-mag tube one. What is that?
Oh, grab that. Oh yeah.
Yes, grab that. Show it to me. Oh, is it? That might be a multi-mag tube.
By the way, if you guys ever wonder what it's like to go to Matt's house, this is what it's like. Things like this are just like lying.
Mail Call was a dope show on the History Channel in the late 90s, early 2000s. Keep your child
around.
He's gonna
Watch this.
mess with your childhood so much.
How do you do this? Oh, you go this way. Ready? Oh my god!
The switchblade sword is a little
We're
neat.
gonna put that right there.
It's a little neat.
What you got over here?
Some new stuff that Utah Airgun sent out. I'm prepping for do a couple of short videos.
Air
Putting
guns.
the suppressor on, which blows my mind.
Wait,
You put
wait.
the suppressor. All you gotta do is attach it to that. All you gotta
Oh,
do
is it
put
gonna
a
be
red
an
dot
air
on
gun?
and shoot it and see how it does. This one.
I'm gonna be
though,
disappointed if it's an air gun.
Full-
It is an air gun. Okay. Well, now I don't care. Dang it, it was an air gun. Well, I still want to know what mail call is. Let's see. How do I find his mail calls videos? Okay, there we go. There's mail call. We found mail call. What's mail call? No way you're trying to make a Glock 43X. It doesn't even have a sight on it look cool.
Hey guys, mail call outdoors. Something new. We're on a field trip. It's beautiful out, so that's probably the reason I wanted to film outdoors. And today we're gonna start off
That mechanic
with the
TTI back there.
43X. I think I paid around $400 for it.
Yo, someone freaking stole $400 for a Glock 43X?
It does not include the trigger. It's a Johnny Glock trigger, which I really, really like. It's like a two-stage trigger. Make fun of me if you want. But you feel that go to the wall, and it's just nice, crisp trigger. 10 times better than the standard Glock trigger. But this may be my new concealed carry. This is kind of a fun gun to have around. I dig this one. And the next gun is a Wilson Combat Hunter. Now, if you're new to the channel,
Is this
I'm a big fan
just
of
him
10
showing off all the
millimeters,
stuff
and
he's
that's what
gotten
this one
recently?
is. It's a beast. I have another one just like this, but in 460 rolling, which is just as much of a barker. But gentlemen out of Park City, name of the store, Chad.
Bespoke.
Bespoke. Can never remember that for some ungodly reason, but it's a cool little store.
No. He keeps getting more boomer every time he shows a gun. The Crimson Trace laser grips on the 1911? Oh,
Store, you guys need to go check them out. My buddy James there reached out and said, you need to own this gun, and I said yes, I agree, so I bought it. I think I paid around $5,000 for it.
$5,000. Yeah. Whatever. He's paying $12,000 to $40,000 for the Cabets, so.
It does have a Crimson Trace laser, which I kind of dig, but you know, this is good, you know, backup if you're out.
Arlie.
Pretty cool gun. How this gun
Arlie
came
was the
about
host of
was
Mail
that
Call.
they ordered these two guns.
It was a show
my
on the
buddy James
History
did,
Channel.
And basically Wilson Combat
never even heard of
forgot
it.
or something happened in the meantime, and they called Wilson
If
Combat.
it was old
said, hey,
History
we never
Channel,
got
it's
our
probably
gun,
cool,
blah,
though.
blah, blah, blah. And they said, well, Wilson Combat said, okay, we'll step up, basically make you 2 more guns. And that's it. We're not going to make any more of the 10 millimeters. So that's how they got a hold of 2 of them, and I got 1 of them. Pretty cool, James, for reaching out to me for getting this gun, but I dig it a lot. decent trigger as well. So it's Wilson. Can't beat him. Next.
If I was an FFL, I would sell everything to this guy. Like, hey, Mr. Collector, we got this limited edition Kimber Diamond in. You can tell it's cool because it has the word diamond in it. Of course, it's very limited edition. They're not currently making them. Just in general, it's very limited edition. This perfect for you. It'll look really good in your collection. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna say that I have never heard of Mail Call? Why would I have heard of Mail Call? What's Mail Call? Besides a show on History Channel hosted by R. Lee Ermey.
This is the Canic built by Terran Tactical. You guys probably seen this gun on.
These Canics are not built by Terran Tactical. They're made in the same factory as every other Canic in Turkey. They just paid to be able to stamp the Terran Tactical logo on it.
YouTube before. Pretty slick little gun. We shot this yesterday at the ranch. Shot very well. I dig this gun quite a bit just because, you know, I kind of dig Terran's guns a lot. Shoots well. Nice
Terran didn't make this gun.
Trigger. Comes with a lot of goodies. Got your back strap edition. Little toolkit. I see it right there. It's in the little gun. And then if you pick this up on the sides, you have a bunch of other goodies. Cleaning kit, holster, loader, even a challenge coin. Now, this kit's going for $1,000, I believe, is what we looked it up at. And you get a lot of bang for your buck. Pretty cool little gun. That's for sure. Check those out. Next, guys, is the Cabot of the Month. Now, if you're new to the channel, we get one of these a month, and this month is going to be the Jones Gatsby 1911 Cabot. Beautiful gun.
Wait, the Cabot of the Month? That's the Cabot subscription service. This guy has the Cabot subscription service. That's why he's gonna have a Cabot room.
Very heavy, which is a good thing because there's gonna be no recoil. It's chambered in 45. Mags are pretty slick, whether they're machined. I dig those a lot. And this thing is very pretty. It'll definitely show your fingerprints all over it. And it's smooth as glass. I dig these Cabots a lot. And we'll be featuring another one, probably next mail call, which I think is called the Zeus, which is gonna be pretty slick. I paid around, I think, $12,000 for that one. This one, a gentleman, well, actually Chad knows him pretty well. His name's Colton, 801 Weapons Works in Utah. He built this for me. I think I paid $3,500, and he custom built this for me with a Cerakote, which I dig a lot. And I could put my suppressor on it. I mean, he built a very, very nice rifle. That's for sure. Definitely gonna go out and play with this out there in the range.
What was going on at the end?
Nice, you know, collapsible stock. You know, you can't beat it. He did a really.
It's not a collapsible stock. That's a brace.
Really, really good job, and I thank him for doing.
How do we feel about this handguard that flares out so you can stick a suppressor into it? Like the slimline handguard that flares out? I don't hate it. It's real odd to look at though. Fun fact, Caracal rifles are, or at least were, made by SIG? Really? I did not know that. Hate it, as with most of his collection. At least this is something different and interesting. Like, I've not seen that before.
Doing it for me.
Just a little side note, Colton does really, really good work. He doesn't machine any of these himself. He just orders parts online and he assembles whatever gun it is you want. But the thing that makes it nice is if you're new into guns, or if you just want a really high-end gun and you don't want to go buy something off the shelf and then manipulate it yourself, you can just tell him exactly what you want and he'll source all these parts and make whatever.
I know that services like that exist. To have someone else build your gun for you out of parts, right? But that's like buying a Lego set and like hiring someone to build it for you. I don't. Obviously there is a market for it, but I don't understand it.
whatever tier rifle you want, and I guarantee you the level of rifle you get for the price you get is significantly lower than if you were to buy the same level of rifle off the shelf. That's sort of his claim to fame. So shout out to him. If you want to check him out, it is 801 Weapon Works out of Utah.
Chad's right. Bad gun. Can't beat it. I can't wait to get out in range and play with it and show Chad.
There goes my 801 Weapon
The next
Works
one
sponsorship.
is my new air gun. Utah Air Guns contacted me, want to know if I would like to have this new one. I said, hell yeah. And
Air
when I
guns.
first saw it, I thought, holy shit, that's intimidating. And then I started playing with it, and you'll see in a later video of how accurate this little bastard is. I know it's around $6,300 for this beast.
Excuse me? It's $6,300 for an air gun. If you make it, someone will buy it, I guess. I don't really care about air guns though, so we're gonna skip it.
And the biggest ticket item on mail call today is my new truck.
Okay, I don't care about your truck. I don't care about your truck. A truck from 1990 is cooler than a truck from 2024. It at least looks cool. The airgun looks decent. I don't think it looks $6,000 cool, but it looks better than like a cheesy kid's Nerf gun or something. Hopefully it was one of those air guns that like you can actually like hunt with. Like one of those super high pressure air guns. Maybe. His collection still baffles me. I don't I can't imagine having that much money and spending it on that stuff. If I had that much money to spend on guns, I'd be buying like the FAMAS parts kit and having like a custom receiver machined. Like I don't know. There's so much you can do with that much money. And he's getting some really good stuff. Some legitimately cool stuff. But that doesn't seem to be the stuff he's getting excited about. I don't. We have wildly different preferences. I'd love to collab though. Blind squirrel nut. He's a blind squirrel being led by blind squirrels. But he's a really rich blind squirrel. I don't. Every time I watch one of his videos, I'm just left dazed and confused. I wonder how many Robinsons he has. Better have all of them. Well, there is
Gentlemen, I'm a
new admin video. I do like admin videos, I'll be honest. If I ever made pre-recorded content, obviously it wouldn't be this high budget, but I would probably take notes.
Gentlemen, I'm a $1 million warlord, and I'm about to take over my local area with a whole setup I got here.
I'm Mr. Beast, and I like the Mr. Beast intro. That's wonderful.
Before we get to this setup, I gotta show you the $1 setup, so anyone can be a warlord.
Oh, give me the $1 warlord setup. That's what I need. That's what I need.
Radical Islam, not just known for their ideologies, but rollerblading and carrying AKs or M4s or M16s. The Taliban did it, and so can you. On the cheap, too, probably go to your local Goodwill and get a pair of rollerblades, and you can tear it up. I am not good at rollerblading. This is not gonna end well.
Boo, you had your whole life to learn.
Ooh.
Can I have roller skates instead?
Get off my range! Now I should probably explain, what is a warlord? It's an excellent question, viewer. I'm happy you asked. Since the dawn of time, the warlord has existed just under different names, and technically Uncle Sam is considered our warlord. In places where the state is not strong enough to fill the role of the government that it's probably supposed to fill, people and entities of power arise, and they are what is considered a warlord. But how does it tie into this episode? Well, you never know where the world may take you, and to be a good warlord is to be prepared and to have good resources. And one important thing about all this
Who would support me as a warlord?
Transportation. Logistics wins wars. Moving people to the right places in the right time is important. Whether you're using rollerblades or APCs, people need to show up where they need to expect conflict, so you don't lose. Who would have thought? I am Sun Tzu. And that's why we're going over so many different categories, and I think it's a fun video in case you're eating some food or you're on the can watching this, which I do appreciate. It's a high honor that you can give to a YouTuber. The highest is, of course, being eating. The second one is probably if you're watching
one of those
the
gamer
toilet.
chairs that
And if you
doubles
are
as a
doing
toilet.
either of those and you haven't
So I can
liked and
stream
subscribed, then that kind of hurts my
and
feelings, and I'll
react
cry
and
about it
poop
in the
at the
shower.
same time.
Now we get to the $5,000 category of warlording wagons. This is essentially turned into a Top Gear episode, but in a gun guy kind of way. The artists know no bounds, my liege. All right, so here we have the E-Ride Pro. Why is he wearing nods? Because it's funny. All right, so here we have the E-Ride Pro SS. I got this from Americana Pipe Dream Apparel. They are distributors of said e-bikes. Now I know there's a hot debate, a hot war amongst the dirt bike, e-bike crowd. Of course, I'm not worthy to chime in, but I think the e-bike is a really cool option to have if you can afford one. Also, they don't just have e-bikes. They, of course, have military surplus.
What do you even do with an
vision
e-bike?
knives,
Is it
manuals,
just like
and the
basic
whole
off-roading?
accoutrement of stuff to help keep your LARP going very hard in your mother's basement. Thank you, Americana Pipe Dream Apparel. Ka-chow! Shocks, pegs, Lucky, e-bikes. Kind of
E-bikes
the
do
new
not
hotness. The
sound good.
technology has hit the market, and we are
A gas
mopping
engine
them
just
up.
sounds
Lapping
better.
it up, one might say. Guys like Dirty Civ have done whole thought essays on them, comparing them to dirt bikes and then an e-bike standalone. I personally, in catastrophe, would rather have a dirt bike just due to the availability of gasoline and how far gas can take you. And if a power grid is down, then how the hell do I charge this thing? But
With
one
a
big
hand
thing that I
crank
love
generator.
about this is how
Charge your
quiet it
e-bike with a
is.
hand crank generator.
I am not a motocross guy. I am not worthy of that. I suck on bikes, but something like this is pretty easy to hop on and pick up and learn, and can cover a lot of ground a lot quicker without the added wear and tear fatigue to your normal self. So I appreciate a method of transportation like this. This is much better than the $1 rollerblade option. Those rollerblades are also probably the worst rollerblades I've ever worn in my life.
Oh
and
my!
they
I would
hurt
be
my little
so
feetsies
scared of
really bad.
accidentally shooting something I wasn't supposed to
You guys like
on
my frog skin
rollerblades.
wrap? Looks pretty sick, dude. Actually, the
I can
second
barely
armored in
walk. You want me to
Normandy, they wore
rollerblade?
frog skin camo when they were fighting against the Germans, but there were too many friendly fire incidents because everyone associated camouflage with the Germans. The more you know. World War II fact. We just became best friends.
Holy Santa Claus.
Who doesn't love a good World War II fact? Now you may be saying to yourself,
Hey admin, this e-bike thing's a real big fad.
and maybe you're right, but we have been seeing e-bikes used in the conflict in Ukraine or the war in Ukraine, depending on which bots are gonna spam this comment.
What haven't we seen being used in Ukraine? Like, let's be honest here. What hasn't been seen in Ukraine at this point? Like everything's getting used there.
Comment section after I said that.
There's literally
What we were seeing is
Kel-Tecs
guys
in
pretty much riding
Ukraine.
up with some sort of rocket launching device, be it, I don't know, RPG, AT-4, Javelin, I don't know, whatever they get access to over there. They ride up all stealthy and quiet like, dismount, launch the ordnance, and then they can boot, scoot, and boogie out of there really fast. I think that's neat. In
Nukes,
places
Moabs,
where
okay.
it may not call for a drone to handle things.
Okay,
Human
fair enough.
muscle, tissue,
Fair
blood,
enough.
sweat, and tears.
It's good that we have not seen any
Just because drones
nuclear
exist don't mean
weaponry
they
in
obsolete
Ukraine.
everything, buckaroos, but they are scary.
At least
My
used in
camera
the
guy was chasing me
conflict.
around with a drone while filming part of this, and it felt like the true Ukrainian
Tiger
experience,
tanks?
I guess. Now, of course, motorcycles aren't new to warfare. Since their inception,
Have we not?
mankind has thrown them into the meat grinder
I kinda
where
thought
they have been used.
those
My
hadn't been
older
seen over
brother
there.
fought in Afghanistan, and he was riding around on dirt bikes
Although
while he was
I'll be
there.
honest, I have
So
not
it is not a new
paid as
concept,
close
but the new thing
attention
for us
to
is throwing massive batteries into these
vehicles
electric
and
bikes.
stuff
And hopefully
as
the
I have
technology
guns.
gets better, because I do think they're cool. They're
'Cause
definitely very get up and go.
I
and
can
it
buy
will,
guns.
Eat your lunch money if you're not
I can't
careful.
really buy a functional tank.
The e-bike is fun, the e-bike is cool, but it can't do all of the things you need to succeed in school.
Hello, I'm Bob Isis of Isis Toyota.
Get in, loser. We're
There we
overthrowing the
go.
local regime.
This is how you
The
overthrow the regime.
evolution of revolution. Wherever there is conflict in any nation in the world, there will always be the Toyota Hilux. Now we get to the $20,000 category, but to be totally fair, if you were in a third world country,
I'm not really a
that
car
would be
guy.
really expensive for
I
one
would
of
like
these.
to have
but
one of
thanks
these.
to import laws and the chicken tax, the Fat Electrician has a really good video on why you can't get a Hilux or a new Hilux here in the States. I have to probably overpay for what this is to get it inside the United States. What we have here is a 1995 right-hand drive JDM.
He's driving it on the wrong side. You don't think? We've heard that Russia is resurrecting their T-34s from museums and boneyards to send into battle. That's great. I mean, it's not good.
Toyota Hilux.
but it's funny.
Pretty freaking sick. I've actually done a video on it before, and this was, well, the Balaclava did. And there was always hopes of turning it into a technical, but so many other projects happened to me in life, and I'm still dragging my feet. So you must use your imagination.
How much does it cost?
Now,
to
typically when you
get
see a
one of those?
Toyota Hilux in conflict, they are often equipped as a technical. Now, the term technical has to do with any sort of like civilian soft-skinned vehicle being retrofitted with attachments that are force multipliers in combat. Where there is a lack of high-end, say, armored equipment or armored vehicles, whatever you have laying about is what fills that gap. If you need to mount some sort of machine gun and have a convoy, well, you may not have a bunch of
Maybe my next
APCs, but
vehicle
you
should
may
be a
have a
Hilux.
bunch of Toyota Hiluxes. And that's why they have become so prominent in a lot of conflict nations. Another reason they are so popular is their rugged reliability. If you watch Top Gear to Whistling Diesel, and I think we're probably going to reference him a couple times in this video, you'll see that these things can take a beating and keep on ticking. They are extremely rugged, reliable vehicles, making them very popular for places in the third world that have a very harsh nature to them on their vehicles. Right-hand drive makes me feel like the mailman, or like some of your dads. Yep, that's an engine. Now, during the global war on terror, many U.S. service members got to use and drive Hiluxes during their operations, and so it became a little bit of a cult following when those guys got back, talking about how cool.
It's so
and how
mean
great
that Toyota won't sell the
Hilux is.
Hilux
Now,
in
of course,
America.
it's always kind of been known
I feel like they
that
would
the Hilux
sell
are pretty sick,
if they
but
were
I would
here.
say within our zeitgeist, they've become ever more popular. And because we can't get them here in the United States, it's a little bit more of a elusive item for a lot of people. Now you can probably find them through importers, but they're gonna be a little bit more dated instead of the cool ones that the other foreigners can get. They can't get cool guns, but damn can they get some cool Hiluxes. God bless them.
How much-
now, of course, unless
how
you
much
weld
would
on
it
some
cost
sort
to
of armor
import
to
a
your
vehicle?
Hilux, they are very susceptible to small arms fire. A rifle round will go through a Toyota Hilux like a hot knife through butter, meaning that if you're on the inside,
I've
you
never
will
even
die.
looked at
It's
importing a
suboptimal.
car.
I don't want you guys to die. I like you guys. You guys make the channel fun. Now, of course, in the next
They would sell, but
category,
Toyota
we're going to
won't
look at a
import them.
vehicle that is
I mean, there
a
must
little bit
be a
more
reason.
bulletproof or bullet resistant, I should say. Let's go check it out.
Is
Next up, we have the
Some
$100,000
kind of reason.
category, that being a Tesla Cybertruck. Now, you may be wondering,
the reason might honestly be that they're too reliable for the American market. Strange thing to say right there. Might honestly be the reason.
admin, why are we doing a Tesla Cybertruck in the whole Warlord scheme of things? Well, my dear viewer, my sweet beloved friend, my innocent little princess.
I'm not a princess.
I feel like
because in no
the
time at all,
GunTubers
Chechens and a guy
are
that kind of
getting-
could maybe pass as a Mexican Chechen,
all the
Brandon Herrera,
GunTubers are
they
getting
mounted
the-
some Dishkas
the
and/or
Tesla,
50
the
cal
Cybertruck.
to their Cybertruck. Thus, they have made the Cybertruck technical. Now, the Tesla Cybertruck, super billionaire South African nerd, graced the American car market and the worldwide car market, I guess, with a vehicle that looks like it has failed to render. Lara Croft Tomb Raider chesticles. That's what we're dealing with the Tesla Cybertruck. Now, the Tesla Cybertruck seems
that's
to
what
be
it looks
either
like.
loved or hated. And to be honest, I'm in the loved category for it. I am someone
in
that
the
thinks
middle,
most
actually.
cars, especially here in the American car
I don't love
market,
it or
are very
hate it.
boring. And along comes the Tesla Cybertruck. And I will say, I
think
love
the
the
reason-
angles. I am a fan of it. Elon,
because they
please
already
give
sell
me
a
a free
Tacoma in
Cybertruck.
America,
I
and
have
the
a
Hilux
YouTube
would be
channel. Now, sadly, the Cybertruck
redundant.
here is a rental. I needed something to drive around in, and when I came to Boise, I also
Oh, it's a rental. I thought he had actually gotten one.
needed it for this video. I also wanted to try driving a Cyber. There was a lot accomplished from this. All of this I'm trying to tell you is that the dude that I rented it from went with a heavy Iron Man War Machine theme for the rap job. It's one of the rap jobs of all time, I will say. I don't hate it. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. Like, you'd be like a Make-A-Wish
One
guy
of the
going to the
rap
hospital. Be like, hey,
jobs of all
kid,
time.
you want to ride in the War Machine before you die from cancer? Yeah, it's pretty roomy. The Cybertruck's strengths are also the Cybertruck's weaknesses. That being an electric vehicle. When you need a boot scootin' boogie out of town but your car ain't charged, well brother, that's what I call a recipe for disaster. If you look at cataclysmic events, there were definitely electric cars that started fires and burnt houses down, so that could be a little bit of a concern when you get a biblical flood in your area. And sadly, there's not even solar panels on it. I wish there were solar panels on the car so it could just run forever, allegedly. Now, definitely the strength of it
Who needs
is the
so many
electric
solar panels
vehicle aspect
to power
with
a
how freaking
Cybertruck?
fast it can go. 0 to 60 in seconds, which meaning if you were a warlord and you needed to boot scoot and boogie out of an area, you could do so with great haste and cover
As
a lot of
long as
ground.
your
If you got access to
Cybertruck was
constant
charged.
power, that thing can fly. That is probably one of the fastest cars I've ever driven, and I have driven a Lamborghini. It was like on a racetrack. You know what I mean? It was kind of cool. Now, thanks to Whistling Diesel, I know the Cybertruck has some faults, mainly like the aluminum body just snapping when it shouldn't. Hey, that's a big no-no. But I will say, its biggest strength,
I do
to
remember
me,
that.
I think it looks pretty cool. One thing, unironically, that I'm really excited for is when they start coming out for attachments to the external body, because they will probably get it that much more close to looking like a Halo Warthog if they start putting like shovels and like
And
axes
the Halo
on it
Warthog
and gas
was what everyone
cans.
was
That's gonna look pretty
excited
sick.
about.
If anything, the Cybertruck feels like a vehicle
Except
that would come out of a spaceship in the
you need
space scene when they land on Mars.
a
Like,
lot
it should have
of,
been in Prometheus, but it
cosmetic
wasn't
work
around yet. You know what I'm
to
trying to
actually
say?
make it look
That
like
makes
that.
sense? All right. Gentlemen, now we get to the $1 million category. This is when you're warlording in the first world, or first world adjacent. When you have a little bit
First
more
world
coin to throw
warlord.
down on your military wing of things. We have the Atlas APC from Goat Armored, a 22,000 pound in some configurations, or a 17,000 pound APC, where you can get the job done of exercising your control on your local area, which is important. It's critical. Or you can take it
A
to a
Halo
Wendy's drive-thru.
Warthog would make you want an EV. That would.
Now, I literally just hopped in this thing and I'm driving it right now for the first time. I will say that it's pretty easy to pick up for the most part. I mean, it's like you're driving a Ford, right? A heavily armored, very expensive Ford. Let me in! Let
When I was buying my current car,
Now, this
I
may
was
look like
tempted
an
to
MRAP
get
to the
not
uninitiated,
an electric,
but this is
but
in
like
fact
a
an
plug-in
Atlas
hybrid.
APC made by our friends from Goat Armored, who were kind enough to
You
bring
know,
us out here to Idaho to
electricity is
show
cheaper
off
than
to
gas.
you guys. And so I want to give them a big thank you for that. Now, they
And if you
actually
save money
make
on
this
gas,
and sell this to the
you have more
civilian
money to
market,
spend
which
on
I think
guns.
is really cool.
Which is
It's how the
pretty
founding
cool.
fathers intended it to be, where you can have your own aircraft carrier, you can have your own tank, and now you can have your own APC, making your warlord fantasy that much more tangible. It has a height of 8.
That is what the founding fathers intended. The founding fathers were literally helped by privately owned warships
3.125 feet. It has a length of over 20 feet, and it has a width of 8.4 feet. Now I gotta ding them. There is a shockingly little amount of cup holders in this, and now as an American, that's very important.
If you're going to be first world warlording, you got to have cup holders.
Not only can you buy this as a civilian on the American market, it has been battle proven, and it's also being used in countries around the world, countries in Europe, countries in the Middle East, and countries in Africa. It's even been battle proven in the fires of combat in Europe, in Ukraine specifically. They were telling me that one of these things got dinged up
it's used in Ukraine.
They were able to repair it, and none of the crew perished in the incident. I think that's kind of neat. Now, mainly as gun guys, we really do appreciate when products are battle proven through the fires of combat. Now, real quick, from a high tactical perspective, something like this, as aggressive as it looks, wouldn't be.
Has a Calico been battle tested? I know that originally the Calico was marketed toward military law enforcement. Did it ever actually get any contracts, though? I'm not sure. Rich guys would personally fund their own militaries to help fight the British. That's true. That is true. Like, private militaries, private warships. They didn't have any tanks or large land vehicles, but if they did, that would have happened as well.
Necessarily suited for hard frontline fighting. You'd probably want something a little bit bigger, and or the tactical situation could call for it, depending on it, right? Now, if you're dealing with a lot of guys that have rocket-propelled grenades...
Militias. A militia is just a smaller military. Yeah, I misspoke on my end. Militias are technically different than militaries. Although a large militia is nearly indistinguishable from a small military.
Other javelins, other things that fire from a distance and blow up even big tanks, this thing will get creamed pretty quick. That's not to say that maybe there's a bunker you can roll up on real quick and take those guys out if you dismount, but things get tricky. That's where things like the BMP or the Bradley or the Stryker are more suited, a little bit thicker armor, I would say. Now, despite that,
you got to get to a $10 million warlord to have tanks.
Guys so they don't get waxed off the rip like if they were in a soft-skinned vehicle, like a Hilux. Now, not only can the American citizen purchase one, not only have they been battle proven, but they have garnished a lot of interest from law enforcement agencies. There's a thing called the 1066 program. Now, that program is essentially a hand-me-down from Uncle Sam that a lot of law enforcement
part of the militia.
Utilize. Typically, they get MRAPs.
Every
now,
American is part of a
bigger,
militia.
I would say, than this bad boy. And they get a little bit
or
wider.
Should be.
And on some back
even
road
if the
countries
militia
in the middle
is
of nowhere, if
just
you
your
are
household.
enforcing the law as a law
a household militia
state,
is still a
that gets
militia.
a little bit tricky for navigating those back roads. That's where something a little bit more.
And if your household is one person, no reason that can't be a militia.
Compact comes into play. Something like this bad boy right here. I like the idea of that, and I think it's interesting. So not only could you possibly see these popping up in American citizen hands, fighting in foreign wars, you can also probably see these bad boys enforcing the law in your local area. Now, these guys are telling me an interesting little factoid about this, that they were at a SHOT Show and they were approached by some Ukrainian
We the
gentlemen
people
that
are the
expressed
militia?
their
That's true.
desire for a fast exfil from a protected carrier so they could deploy drones quickly. I do find that conflict interesting from a military tactic.
Personally, I think that it's not just Americans that are their own militia. I think that that is just a general thing, general human thing. Everyone is their own militia. And that's how it should be.
A war's evolving perspective. Now, what puts this into the $1 million category is that they start at $395,000. And of course, as you add on more accoutrement, more technology,
that's not even
more
close
things
to $1 million.
that go into it, the price, as most of the time it goes, just gets higher and higher. There is even a VIP selection that they have that has leather interior.
295 honestly isn't even like it's a lot, but for a vehicle, it's not bad.
And it kind of looks like a private jet on the inside for the cabin, and then your drivers are up there doing their thing. I mean, it's really cool to see something like this. A little bit out of my price range. I'm gonna stick to the Hilux probably. I'm a big Hilux guy. What if I flip my truck like Brendan Schwab? But it is cool showing off something like this because it makes for good showbiz, baby. Now, as a warlord, of course, you can't just have one APC to enforce your power in your local territory. You have to have multiple APCs, and that's where the price does start to jump up even that much more. Even at the base price of $395, you probably want to get a good convoy of these going to really show the dominance of your area. And warfare's expensive, because then you have to have all the guys that go into this to enforce. You can't just have empty APCs. What's the point? It's about the people. The people make any good business possible. Thanks, camera guy. I do want to give him props. I am a sucker for sharp angles, like I mentioned when I was talking about the Cybertruck, and they do a good job
Most
of
people in the
having a
world
really
don't have
sleek and
guns
elegant design
or
when
red
it
team
comes
bear
to the
arms like
angles
Americans do.
of this bad boy.
They're subjects,
And the cool thing
not
about
as free
this
as
is
they
that
think
it
they
is
are.
street.
That's true. However, even if you don't have all of the rights that you should, in my personal opinion, the first person that can take care of you is still you in every situation.
Legal. Another thing is that it's very simple to drive. If you can drive a U-Haul, you drive one of these things. They made that very easy, and everything is very familiar if you've ever driven a Ford before. As someone that used to drive in my last job, an F-150, hopping into this thing, it's like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad. The only thing you probably really have to get used to is how small the windows are and your visibility, but there are cameras that will help you out with that, which is kind of nice. Because sometimes when you're in a wrapped up shell of a turtle that is this APC, maybe you don't have the best depth perception.
It needs a better horn.
I can't tell if it's muffled because of all the armor over the horn. Now, in case your local HOA surrounds you, all the rapscallions, and you are trapped in the Atlas, then fear not, for you have port sides where you can do a barrage. Observe. It's a little bit tricky aiming, but you can do it.
Oh, so this is what those ultra high riser mounts are for. I never understood what those super high riser mounts were for. But so you can stick it so you can stick it out the hole in your vehicle and aim through the window that's like 4 inches above. There is a practical purpose for those things.
It's actually quite pleasant from in here.
It needs a clown car horn. It needs a train horn.
Gentlemen, obviously
Is that a
an APC
semi-auto?
is much better when you have a 240 in its life. Now, obviously something like this is really cool, but YouTube doesn't think it is. So if you want to see more stuff like this, feel free to like and subscribe.
It's
Keep
not
in
a
touch
semi-auto,
with what we got going
but
on at the
YouTube.
channel. I greatly appreciate it. So the M240 medium machine gun, a belt-fed 308, will absolutely tear up anybody that gives you problems as a warlord. Absolutely turning them into a hot pocket of meat flesh.
I like that they can't show the actual gun. They can show what they're shooting at in full auto. Very good rules, YouTube.
It'll definitely get you where you need to be. Well, all in a day's work, gentlemen. God! I think it's pretty cool, and I like it. I like it a lot. Don't tell them. I am going to steal this.
A little bit of crime. And he's General Lee Horn from the Dukes of Hazzard. At least I know what car you're talking about. I had no idea it had any kind of special horn in it, but I knew what car you're talking about. What do you mean what? I know the car. I know what car you're talking about. I've never seen the Dukes of Hazzard, but look it up right now. Why? It's just a car horn, right? I mean, obviously not, since oh, Hazard is spelled with 2 Z's. Didn't know that. Alright, what does it sound like? Okay. I've heard that before. I didn't know that's where it was from. That sounds familiar. I know that from somewhere. I've probably heard it as like someone's ringtone or something. I don't know. It's iconic. It's not modern iconic. When did the Dukes of Hazzard come out? And it's from the 70s. The 70s. That's forever ago. It's only recently that I've like come out from underneath my rock and started knowing about things. Anything before like 2010 I'm clueless of. Your sweet summer child. If you start just like listing iconic things, I'm not gonna know what most of them are. I might know of them, but I will not have experienced them. I'm trying to think of things that I would know. I'm trying real hard. I would tell you things I don't know, but that's even harder. Have I watched Austin Power movies? There's more than one? I didn't even know there was a... I didn't know it was a series. But I thought it was just one movie. I've seen at least part of Austin Powers. Austin Powers is not really my style of humor. It's very on the nose crude. There's 3? Why are there 3? That's too many. And did they get progressively worse? Like trilogies usually do? I don't like crude. It depends on the kind of crude humor. It depends. Like it has to be like a subtle kind of crude, right? Where like if you're not paying attention you'll miss it. That's what I like. Have I seen the Police Academy movies? I literally have never even heard of that. It sounds like it should be a show, not movies, though. My media knowledge is very limited. I've seen the first Die Hard movie. Only the first one, though. I've seen clips from the other ones. Like the porcelain Glock clip. All that nonsense. Has anyone ever actually tried to make a porcelain framed Glock? Yeah, I feel like it would just shatter. Like first shot. But now I'm curious. Maybe it would survive a few shots before it shattered. They're so good. Police Academy. $1984. On Prime Video from $3. I will not promise I'm going to watch that, because I probably will forget after stream. I'm going to be completely honest. I have so much media I need to catch up on. There's so much stuff I haven't watched. You have no idea. I need to catch up on all the stuff that people know of. That you still hear about. I've never even heard of Police Academy. I still need to watch Dune. And that one's still a little bit relevant, at least. Unlike all the Disney movies. You can annoy me in Discord until I watch at least the first one. But there's so much stuff I need to watch. I'm watching stuff like anytime I'm not doing something. Currently I'm watching Gunslinger Girl. Which, oh my goodness, the depression. It's so good. It's a little slow. But the big depression, it hits hard. The other stuff can wait, but I'm already working on the other stuff. I'm working on a bunch of stuff. I finally caught up on My Hero Academia. I'm currently watching 5 different shows. Theoretically. And there's all kinds of movies I need to watch. Apparently, what's the Kingsman? Kingsman? I've been told I need to watch those ones. What are some other ones I've been told I need to watch? A-Team. I need to watch at least a little bit of the A-Team. I know that the Ruger Mini 14 folder is there. I need to watch... what is it? What's the... Starship Troopers? I need to watch Starship Troopers. Haven't watched that one yet. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I've not watched. I need to get around to it. The problem is that, like, every time I watch something that someone, like, swears up and down is just iconic and wonderful, I watch it and I'm like, wow, that was pretty okay, I guess. Because I don't have the nostalgia. I don't have the nostalgia for it. So, like, everyone who watches it and gets the funny, warm nostalgia feeling, I don't get it. Because I don't have the nostalgia. It's just an average movie. That's what happens every time. Not every time. Sometimes they're pretty decent. That's what happens most of the time. I fully expect that whenever I watch Starship Troopers, it's going to be an average movie. that people just say is good because of nostalgia. It's gonna happen. That's what Star Wars is. And I have nostalgia for Star Wars. But like when I watch it, I'm like, wow, good thing I have nostalgia for this. Otherwise, this would just be an average movie. And that Lord of the Rings, incredible. And nostalgic. When was Lord of the Rings released? (2001). Don't blaspheme. Star Wars is great. I love Star Wars. But if we're honest, it's not that good. I love Star Wars for nostalgia. I love Star Wars for the Star Wars universe. But the movies are not very good. It's just how it is. Lord of the Rings, Gladiator, Braveheart are your favorite movies of all time. Those three are very good. Those are three that are very good. Those are good. Those ones aren't just like nostalgia. See, those ones set apart. I have seen all of them somehow. Those three movies, very good. Something like Star Wars, lots of nostalgia factor, right? Not actually that good of a movie, or good of movies, but a lot of nostalgia. Very culturally significant. Not actually very good. Gladiator, Kingdom of Heaven, and Last Samurai. Well, I've seen Gladiator. I've seen Gladiator a couple times. It's a very long movie. I have not seen Kingdom of Heaven or Last Samurai. I feel like my standards for media are too high. And so nothing satisfies me. Alexander is another great movie. I assume that's about Alexander the Great. Also not seen it. Troy, is that another movie? Or context for something else? Probably another movie. Not seen it. But luckily, there haven't been very many good movies coming out recently. So I have slowly, very slowly, been catching up on all the media I've missed. Because luckily they've all gotten bad. So that gives me some, I'm getting a little bit of buffer time here to catch up. Because the Marvel movies kind of got mid. DC mostly is pretty bad. Anything Disney is just garbage now. So I'm getting a little bit of time to catch up on things slowly. Troy's movie about the Trojan War. Lots of good actors in it. This youngin' is killing you. I'll have you know, I am basically ancient. No, we discussed this earlier. It's because I basically lived under a rock. Like anything before like 2010, 2015, not gonna know about. What's ancient to me? Ancient is a mindset, not an age. I know some people who are in their like 70s who act way younger than other people I know who are in their like 40s and 50s. It's a mindset. And when you decide you're ancient, when you decide you're old, that's when you get old. If you knew me IRL, set up movie night every week. You could just show you so many great movies. I did that for a little bit. Someone for a little bit did set up movie nights to show me all the stuff that I've missed. And that's why I've seen like Inglourious Bastards and some other movies as well. Very strange movie, by the way, Inglourious Bastards. Although it was a memorable kind of strange, so is what it is. Very, very odd alternate history kind of stuff. I also have a bunch of anime. I'm trying to catch up on anime. There's a bunch of that I haven't watched as well. You don't own digital movies and don't know how to stream DVD player to laptop, or you'd offer to? You don't own digital movies? Like all of yours are on like disc and like VCR? Have I seen The Godfather? I have not. I don't remember the last time I bought a disc movie. It's all about streaming services now. I never buy anything anymore. It's all about streaming services. The only reason to buy a movie is if you're going to plan to watch it a whole bunch. Most of your movies are on disc. But why? That takes up so much storage space. Discs have special features. Do they still do special features like bloopers and stuff? I mean, I guess if they still do interesting stuff like that, it might be a reason to get it. Except on Blu-ray discs. Like, the last time I watched a Blu-ray disc, it had ads. Like, it had like a portion that was like, okay, now let's stream some newest ads. I'm like, what is this? I bought this movie. I'm not trying to watch ads. If you plan to watch it at all. You don't own anything that's digital. But digital stuff is really easy to keep track of. It's really easy to store. It doesn't take up any space anywhere. Really nice. If you get a physical version that has them. And do you go back? Like, if you watch a movie, do you like come back another day and watch the special features? Like, special features are neat and everything, but like right after the movie finishes, like I want to give me some time to process the movie if it was a good movie. Like I'm not trying to like go directly into like bloopers or behind the scenes or something. And let's be honest, it's hard for me to just sit down and watch a movie in general. Going back to sit down to watch a special feature? It's like winning the lottery. If the streaming platform goes out of business or doesn't want to carry it anymore, your digital movies are gone. That's okay. There's still other places, still other movies to watch. And I've never seen a movie that was so good that I need to like base my personality on it. Like there's always other movies. It always there's always other options. Like even my like favorite movies ever, like let's say Lord of the Rings, which I do have physical copies of, probably is the last movie I bought, honestly. Like I haven't watched it, my favorite movie, in years. Just copped. I can read. Model 743030. You can die in peace now. Very nice. Very nice. Had to drop a pretty penny on it. Yeah, that is usually how that works. How much are those going for now? How much are Model 74s going for now? Gunbroker, tell me. Okay, well, Gunbroker is showing me AK-74s. Let's put 3030 in there. That'll probably help. Apparently there's not a single one on Gunbroker. Just all these AK-74s. Remington 74. I don't think that's what you're talking about. 11.5. Wow. that is quite the pretty penny. Well, I'm a little jealous. Very nice. Yeah, all that's on Gunbroker is AK-74s and Remington Model 74s. Oh? There's a Sharps Model 74 and 3855. Does anyone still make 3855? The Winchester. So that's the main reason it was so pricey. Yeah. You could have gotten a... What does Taylor and Company make a 73? Oh, Taylor and Company. Did they make a 73? They may. Not a 73. A 73 is what I want. 74. They do not. I thought they did for some reason. Is it Cimarron? I thought someone was making a reproduction of it. Am I crazy? I guess I am crazy. Huh. Well, congratulations on your find. I've almost gotten the Winchester 1873 a few times. But then there's always something that I want more. And Winchester's still making the 1873. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. The other stuff I want may be going somewhere. And so we gotta prioritize the things that are harder to get or maybe disappearing. Yeah, Black Friday coming up. There are some things I'm looking for. Hopefully we can get some good sales this Black Friday. I was kind of hoping that the Black Friday sales, I know it's not quite Black Friday, but people are posting Black Friday stuff. I was hoping that the Black Friday deals this year would be a little better, because the firearms market's in a little bit of a slump compared to the last few years at least. But I'm not seeing any like drop dead kind of deals. Now you can say for the duckfoot pistol, this old man is selling. Oh, the duckfoot pistols are so funny. those like black powder things, those are hilarious. I wish I could justify ever buying one. It would be a conversation piece, which I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of what a lot of my guns are anyways. I'm not out here running tactical drills with a Taurus CT9 rifle. You've always wanted one? You just want to know what it's like to shoot it? That is true. I feel like the recoil would be like sideways on a duckfoot pistol, because you've got the 3 barrels. So like if you loaded this one a little hotter than that one, like your recoil would be going sideways a little bit. I feel like. You're still expecting someone to have RDBs 500 for Black Friday? Maybe like 600. But they also don't want to be actively losing money. Kasha, hello, welcome. British duckfoot's got 5 barrels. 5? Usually duckfoots only have 3. So if you load if you load these 2 hotter than those 2, then your recoil is going to be going that way. Now there's some multi-barrel guns that I want, like was it the Gilboa? The Gilboa snake? Those ones are very cool. Useful? Probably not. Excuse me. Certain British ones did have 5 barrels. It was rare, but they exist. That's very cool. The multi-barrel gun that I want. Absolutely ridiculous. Get your two magazines there. Very weird. Very cool. I think it has 2 triggers. I've never held one. It's literally just like 2 ARs just stuck together. I think it's got like 2 buffer tubes, 2 bolts, a left-handed and a right-handed AR welded together. The old version of a breech shotgun. I do have a breech shotgun. Ads. Not the ads. Ads always ruining everyone's fun. Sad day. The Gilboa snake. Oh, looks like it does have 2 triggers. I think you can kind of see the second one in there from the side angle. But I like that it looks like just a standard AR from the side with a little bit of a strange charging handle. Chatting about guns. I've been inflicting age-based damage. And the damage isn't age-based. I could appall you also with the modern media that I have not seen, probably. Like Dune. What are some other ones? Is the second Avatar movie. The Blue People Avatar. Not the superior Avatar Airbender. Not seen that one. I saw the first one though. Honestly, was a little unimpressed by the movie. DBR snake. What's the DBR snake? Why is that different than the regular snake? This is SBR? SBR? Oh, I thought it was gonna have 2 barrels. I'm so disappointed. Where's all the double barrel stuff? Is it only the snake? This is oh. AK Mag AR? That's kind of neat, actually. What's that? Oh, I don't remember the model. That old Colt that took AR mags? That took AK mags. The Colt that took AK mags. This reminds me a lot of that. CK901, that's it. This is your modern CK901. The Gilboa M43. It's even got like the same like mag release inside the trigger guard. At least a similar angle right there. Avatar: The Last Airbender doesn't have a live action adaptation. It does, unfortunately. I don't know if they made more than one movie. I think the first one failed so bad that they didn't make more. Hopefully. How has Subaru gone from the STI, WRX, and BRZ to an electronic vehicle? If you hadn't told me Subaru, I wouldn't have even known that those were Subaru models. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't even know the last time I've seen a Subaru in real life. But everyone's going electronic because you get some pretty significant tax cuts for electronic vehicle development. Thank you, government. At least in the US. I know Subaru is not a US company, but they've never made a live action. And they definitely haven't made Wait, there's 2 separate Avatar: Last Airbender adaptations? I actually did not know that. I thought there was only the one. There's 2 live action avatars. The first one and the Netflix series. I did not know that there was a Netflix series. I definitely did not realize that. I definitely only knew of the full movie that was absolutely terrible. Interesting. Well, now I know that should it ever pop up on my Netflix feed, if I ever decide to open Netflix again, not to buy it. What on... I've stumbled across something awful. You might cave, buy a Subaru. He's gonna get a Challenger, but they're discontinued now, so the price is about to skyrocket. Gotta buy it before the skyrocket. Impreza WRX. Your husband wants a Subaru Baja. Or Baja. I don't know like anything about Subarus. Except there's like a Subaru like ad that I see every now and then, I think on Twitch. It's like, the moment I realized I loved my Subaru was when they walked away from it. And it shows like a mild fender bender. You're a car guy, so whatever you buy will eventually be a piss missile. You're gonna rice it up, make a ricer. You should get a Hilux, or import one of those like really small like Asian cars. But also, look what I found. This is awful. I'm not quite sure what's going on here or how it works. You've got an AR pistol up here. And then it turns sideways. I don't I'm mostly just confused. Oh, this one has a Glock in it. We've got a screen here. I assume one of these is a camera then. Kitty shot attachment. Kitty shot. Corner shot? Oh, this one's got a Glock in it too. Wait. What happened to the 5.56 one? Huh? There we go. It does. It's got a screen on it. I always tell people the best cars to start out on when modifying is a straight up Honda Civic. Honda Civics are very common. Lots of parts availability. Never seen Future Weapons either. I have not. I have not seen Future Weapons. I mean, I've seen like clips of it here and there, but I've not like sat down and watched it. This stock from just whatever this is going on over here, just the stock is okay. If it was on literally something else, anything else, but a folding like kind of tube stock thing, the stock might be okay somewhere else. You all seen the pistol that is backwards? Oh. I don't have it right here. The Boberg. Yeah, I have one. Yeah, the Boberg. This guy. Yeah, the bullets going backwards. The bullets load bullet first into the magazine. There you go. There's a picture of the mag. Yeah, these are very cool. I have one. I very much like it. Yeah, they Bond Arms bought out the designs and made a really ugly looking one. But yeah, I know these. I have one. What is this? Wow. I like this synth. Good synth. Applause.
We
That's
still
what's
want to
happening.
hang on to the element of surprise. For this, we use a new accessory from Corner Shot.
Oh no, there it is. 16 years ago.
For a covert weapon, this is the cat's meow.
Oh my,
It's
that
the
was
double
awful.
take that gets you killed every time.
Oh, that was awful. If I get a Gilboa snake, I'm contractually required to get an Arsenal double barrel night. The Arsenal double barrel 1911's like $10,000. It's ridiculous. Still a better buy than a Cabot.
It's so cute, so cuddly, so deadly. Meet Kitty Corner Shot.
Why do they have this poor stuffed animal strapped onto this thing? What is this? You wish you could find a Calico pistol? You can buy them straight from Calico. We'll look after this video.
Now, what we have here, it's a kitty corner shot. You can cock the...
I can't decide if this is better or worse with the cat on it.
The kitty here. And then...
You'd prefer to buy one
kidding.
for a deal off an old
We
man?
need 1 second of
I
surprise.
wish you luck.
We need 1 second
wish
of
you luck.
surprise. Because we would want that the enemy will not understand what you see. And then give us the chance to observe, to see, and
You
to
see
decide what to
Calicos
do.
on
As I
Gunbroker
show
now and
you,
then.
One cock.
Wow. So,
You see
worst
everything.
case scenario, you're talking about a stuffed animal, right? Just sitting there by the corner, right? That's the
Wait. They're not even talking about it. The cat's not there for the meme. The cat on there is serious. They're actually camouflaging it as a stuffed animal.
worst case scenario. Best case scenario is they buy in, right? So you're sitting there, you're in a good position down here. You're watching. Like I can clearly see your foot. Matter of fact, do me a favor, back up about 15.
You thought that was obvious? No, I thought the cat was just on there for the meme. I thought they were making like a haha funny joke.
feet.
Look, it's a cat.
Okay.
I didn't
Great, right there, perfect. If I see you
I
look at me,
didn't realize
right,
the
catches you
cat
by
was on there
surprise,
with
boom.
they were trying to
This
be
is what I need.
serious with
This
it.
1 second, what I need.
Oh my, that makes it
This
so
is
much better
definitely-
and so much worse.
you don't see this. I'll tell you that.
I hope so that you don't have cats like this in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I don't want a cat that can actually blow my head off. All right, fantastic.
Good cat.
You're always trying to think of new ways to be able to save the soldier's life, right?
This is exactly what we have to do. To take our experience, to take future technology and to try to make a solution to help the
Instead
good
it
guys that
sounds,
are working
it was
now.
talked about
And it's
in
all
the
about
field
gaining the advantage of surprise.
how someone
Always,
used a
always.
dismembered
Ask the kid.
dog.
Oh, good kitty, good kitty.
The kitty can be used on 9mm, 5.56mm, and 7.
There's not even a hole for the barrel. They're just shooting the stuffing out.
7.62mm.
So every time you use this, you have to replace the stuffed animal cat covering.
AK corner shot variants. The cat's back legs cover up the weapon's bipod. The inspiration came from an actual Israeli Special Operations mission. I think we've demonstrated just how effective it can be. The kitty holds the guard's attention for just long enough to freeze him in our sights.
That's crazy. You think it was from the same episode as Shalom I've Come? They had the Tavors and stuff, so it would make sense. They were talking about Israeli special forces. So Calico, they still are taking orders. You get the Calico tactical carbine here. 850, not bad, honestly. Oh, you can get the original one. 780 bucks. For a pistol caliber carbine, honestly, it's not bad. Want to hear your dong? I don't want to hear anyone's dong. What do you mean? Want to hear your song? Are you a renowned musical artist? We've got a playlist that we listen to here that's pretty banging. So, as wonderful as I'm sure your song is, probably okay for now. There's an even more cursed corner shot. They basically stuck a gun on the end of a boom mic. I believe it. The trigger linkage on that. You okay, my guy? No, I don't. No, I'm not going to be a free advertisement for your music. That's what street corners are for you to sell your mixtape on. Not some random guy's stream. Get out of here. Now, if someone came in and dropped me like 1,000 bits, then we might be able to talk about it. But no. Yeah, so Calico here. I know a guy who has this one. Very strange gun. Maybe it's that one. Yeah, he doesn't have the rail on it. I know a guy who has this one. This thing on the front is just molded plastic. It's just a molded plastic sci-fi shaped piece. Very strange, very interesting. The 22 are side ejecting as well. The 9mm is bottom ejecting. The 22 is just right side ejecting. But Calico doesn't offer them in wood anymore. That is sad. Although I'm sure that you could find someone who would custom make some wood furniture for one of these. And there's a lot of people out there who make custom wood furniture. You get the wood forend and stock on that thing. Not the 50 though. You got to get the 100. But there are plenty of companies that do make custom wood furniture for stuff. And I'm sure they would be more than happy to have business. Especially business that would be so cool and vibey. But these are very cool guns. You can order these straight from Calico. If I logged in, it would let me add it to cart, and you could see the checkout process. But in order to order these things, you put in the order online, and then you have to send them a check. So like you put in the order online, and then you send them a check. They don't have like an integrated pay system on their website, which is crazy. In this modern era, to not be able to pay for something on the website. But it's like in the 90s where you'd like fill your order form and put the money and then send it off to the company. Except you put the order in online and then just send them a check. Very cool. Well, not very cool. Pretty annoying. Oh, look at all these appearances. All these appearances, and they didn't list down Girls Frontline. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. Found the boom mic corner shot. At 2:33. It's like almost the end.
Use a 9mm.
It looks so bad. It's so ugly.
And then the third version is a 40mm grenade launching version, which is pretty cool.
There's also an AK-47 version, which fires the heavier 7.62mm round. Which fires the heavy.
Okay, first of all, not an AK-47. It might be an AK-74.
Heavier 7.62mm round.
Can't quite tell the.
And with the extendable Scorpion, the soldier can now.
Oh my, no.
Now see over walls more than 10 feet high.
The trigger on that has to be near unusable.
Weapon. Law enforcement in the United States has bought numerous of these systems, reducing officer exposure.
The Corner Shot family provides a unique and specialized solution for many close-quarter battle situations.
I can only. What does the recoil feel like when the gun is on the end of a post? This looks like a bicycle brake line. Is that actually how this works? That probably is actually. This probably feels like you're pulling the brakes on a bicycle.
Enforcement in the United States has bought numerous of these systems, reducing officer exposure.
The Corner Shot family provides a unique and specialized solution for many close-quarter battle situations.
It didn't have a cat on it though. I'm disappointed. They should put a bird on it. put a bird on that thing. You figured that was for the camera feed? That's possible as well. You still have to have something that pulls the trigger, though. You still have to have some way to pull the trigger. I guess you could have like just like a fly-by-wire kind of thing, a little servo motor that pushes the trigger, just like with the push of a button. But either way, it's gonna be bad because they just stuck a Glock in it. It's not like they made some kind of custom thing, custom gun. That could be the camera feed. But if it is, then how do you pull the trigger?
Urban area, and we have to be sure that we are shooting only our target. We have a lot of innocent people around, civilian, and we don't want to hurt them.
And the camera itself can be adapted to give whatever field of vision is required.
The camera can change. We have thermic,
So
we have
big.
long range,
That's
short
huge.
range, fish eyes, and then you just put it back, you lock it, and finish.
This fusion of video technology and firepower can also benefit everyone else on the team, providing key intelligence to the whole battle unit.
Current modification system have laser designators.
Oh my goodness. He's got some crazy strong glasses. You see the edge of his face is over there. Pulls it way in there.
Imagery, and a wireless TV system which allows you to transmit what you see to the entire team. In an urban combat situation, you deploy the weapon system and see around the corner, transmit it to all parties necessary, and possibly not expose yourself to oncoming fire. You may come up with a different opportunity or a different method to take on that target.
Once it could be shown that the idea actually worked, the corner shot system could then be applied to a whole range of weapons.
One is the standard pistol variation, which allows you
This
to use
is-
a 9mm or
What is that? This is your trigger linkage. How does it work though? I need to know how this trigger linkage works. I guess if I really needed to know, they still are selling them apparently. I could just buy one. That's got to be awful. It's just a bar.
allows you to use a 9mm or 45 pistol in the front. And then the third version is a 40mm grenade launching version, which is pretty
Maybe they'll
cool.
have a Black Friday
There's
sale
also an
on the corner shop.
AK-47 version, which fires the heavier 7.62mm round.
I doubt
And with
it,
the extendable
because they didn't even have
the
prices
soldier can now
listed.
see over walls more than 10 feet high.
It's a wonderful close quarters weapon. Wonderful close.
Why does this one look bigger? I guess they have this big arm on it.
Close quarters weapon.
I don't think this is a working... I don't think this is a working design.
Scorpion, the soldier...
Because he's extending it. There's only one thing coming back. Like this is either the video feed or like a bicycle brake line to pull the trigger. I don't think it can be both. And having an extendable trigger linkage? There's no way.
Can now see...
I don't think this is an actual working prototype. I think this is just like a hee look at concept.
Over walls more than 10 feet high.
It's a wonderful close quarters weapon. Law enforcement in the United States has bought numerous of these systems, reducing officer exposure.
I don't think the long pole one will actually work. Because it's just a pipe
the soldier can now see over
that
walls
they have
more than 10
the
feet
chassis
high.
just strapped to. Like, this is just strapped onto the pipe. I don't think this is a working. I don't think this will work.
Close quarters weapon.
Yeah. It still has the finger grooves. It has finger grooves. This is where you're supposed to hold that pole.
Law enforcement in the United States has bought.
It's not
numerous of
real.
these systems,
It's not real.
reducing the officer.
That's sad. I'm a little disappointed that it's not real. It's very funny though. There's an updated version on their site. Wait, really? Okay, that one looks a lot different. What? You're pointing the gun straight back at yourself. I know it's folded. You're literally flagging yourself. This is pointed at your hand. I'm still not sure how it works. The Scorpion. Oh wait, you guys can't see. You guys can't see. Scuff alert. Look at this. It is pointing backwards at your hand. Like you can look down the barrel of your own gun. That's terrible. I still don't know how it works. Maybe there's something like coming around inside this pulley system that goes back. What is that? Is that a carry handle? Some kind of carry handle up here? I still don't know how it works, but this one at least doesn't look like it was strapped together in someone's garage. This looks like a product that points your own gun back at you, which seems not ideal. Where's the AR version of this? And there's the Scorpion pole. I have no idea how this works. This still just looks like a contraption on the end of a pole. But there must be some kind of connection inside this piece that comes around. Gotta have the worst trigger ever. This is probably worse than a Nagant revolver trigger. This is a Picatinny attachment. You can put your tactical lights on it. Wait, no, didn't it have a light on the front? No, that's just the camera. You can put your stream light on there or whatever. What is that button for? What does that button do? Is that like to detach your Glock so you're not pointing it at yourself anymore? Take the Glock out? I'm so confused by this. I want to hold one so I know how it works. Why is there a secondary pipe on this side of it? Why does it get weirder the longer I look at it? What's this secondary pipe for? It's only on the other side. I'm so confused. Time to place an order. How much do they cost? It won't tell me how much it costs. I literally am in the checkout. It didn't autofill anything, did it? It did not autofill anything. Look, I am literally in the checkout. Cornershot Scorpion pole system. Subtotal. Total empty. Yeah. You're literally placing an order. Like this is like a restaurant that doesn't put prices on their food. And they're like, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. This this feels like that. What on earth? It literally doesn't say how much it costs. Is there other stuff say how much it costs at least? None of their stuff has a price on it. This feels like a scam website. This website feels not real. Like, I am curious. But I'm definitely not going to buy something that's not going to tell me how much it costs. I don't want to pay like $1,000 for a post. It's crazy. I'd rather have one of those like corner shot STGs. It just has the curved barrel and the mirror. Those are hilarious. Yeah, they don't even have a price on their flagship product, the Gilboa snake. Oh, it's for sale at other places though. And it's on sale. Black Friday sales? Anyone? Anyone down for a Black Friday sale? On the Gilboa snake? $400 off? Would that turn a Glock into an AOW? I think it would turn the Glock into an SBR. Because it has a... Oh, no, maybe AOW. Because it definitely has the length. With the pole. I don't know, it's a good question. You should write a letter to the ATF to find out. Hey, look, Black Friday sale. Gilboa snake. $400 off. Any takers? Any takers? No takers? Well, I tried. It's crazy though. I wonder if you could put not a Glock in it. Can you put all the generic Glocks into the corner shot? Now we need one to answer all the questions. Also the questions like, Why? And exactly how awful is the trigger? All important questions. It would definitely turn the Glock into something. Either SBR maybe on the not pole one, because that one's not quite as long, obviously, because it's not a post. That one might be an SBR. The post, I'm not sure. Curious. I'm curious. I'm not curious enough to buy one for mystery price, but curious nonetheless. Oh, man, I'm yawning. It might be getting to about that time. If the poll doesn't have a stock, it have to be an AOW? Maybe. It definitely does not have a stock. You might have to send a letter to the ATF, asking them which NFA paperwork you have to do for this one. I have no idea. Probably AOW, because no stock. Although it does have the attachment point for a stock. Wait, no. I figured out what the thing was on this side. Look, this is their stock attachment. The foldy thing is like a buffer tube that serves absolutely no purpose. But they have a hexagonal buffer tube on a folding stock adapter. My brain, what is going on? The longer I look at this, the weirder it gets. That is, it's a folding tube. It's supposed to be a stock or a gripping surface. I mean, they've got like a folding like chainsaw grip right here. And this is just like a like smooth plastic. I mean, it has to be some kind of gripping surface, right? But they added a little like foldy grip right here. So confused. What is going on? I mean, it looks like it could be a stock. It's the same stock connection as they have on this one. Except instead of a stock, they just have tube. It doesn't even have an end cap on it. It's just, you can see into the hollow, I think. Maybe that is an end cap, I'm not sure. I can't tell if that's an end cap or if it's just hollow and you can see into it. They need to force Gotcha to look at this scorpion pole. I think so. Except then I might have to look at it again, and then I might notice something else strange. I'm so confused. I'm absolutely baffled by... Is it... That's a Picatinny rail. It has another Picatinny rail. What is this for? What are you gonna put on that? What? Anything you put on this is gonna be useless. Like if you put a light on it, even with it collapsed, it's gonna be... Your light beam is gonna be hitting this contraption. What is this Picatinny rail for? A foregrip? That's... They have another one here! They've got a Picatinny rail on the bottom of that too. I mean, it must be foregrip. But you've got an on the top grip. What are these two Picatinny rails for? What is going on? I have so many questions and none of them will be answered. I need to stop looking at it. It's gonna cause me to have an aneurysm. I'm gonna have nightmares about that tonight. Oh no. I wonder if it costs extra to have the stuffed animal cat put on the pole. That's absolutely insane. Insanity. Literal insanity. I have only confusion. I do think I'm getting very tired all of a sudden. So I do think it is going to be time to end the stream here. Bad guy, why is there a cat outside the window? It's the 3rd floor. I have only confusion. Let's see, who can we raid? Who can we raid today? The tired has hit. Who was on? A lot of people on. Go watch Police Academy. That's my homework. I've got stuff to do. When I'm not doing stuff, I'm streaming, and when I'm not doing streaming or other stuff, I'm watching anime. Is there an anime version of Police Academy? Let's see, who do we raid? Let's raid ads. Why are there ads going? Right now, lots of people streaming right now. Pasha, Maddie, Grizz, Drift, Aiden, Kana. Yeah, I was thinking about Kana, because Kana's pretty close to the top of my followed channels, which is way too many to keep track of. I wish I could keep track of all of them. But unfortunately I cannot, because there's only finite amounts of me. But we are going to raid Onikana VT. So, I will be back. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is gun building stream. We got all of our pieces. So, we'll be building my first Glock style gun, I guess. It's not branded Glock. But building my first Glock tomorrow. With no instructions. We're just gonna figure it out as we go, because it can't be that hard, right? It's just a Glock. So, until next time, I will see you all. Step 1, build Glock. Step 2, acquire Scorpion pole. I don't think the Scorpion pole is built for a Glock. Glock 17. It looked like it had a small Glock in it. And we do have the 17 length there. But yes, I'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time for Glock building. So until then, I will see you all tomorrow, I guess. Thanks for stopping by today. Absolutely just causing me aneurysms. So I'll see you later. Majestic Potato, Guns and Knives, Wrecked,